Listen to me now. I'm changing how I feel. Leave your tears at the door. I told you, I told you. This is what I do. I'm going for second chance. I told you before.
All right. Yeah, here we are. What's up? Woo! We start dancing as soon as we get to a low point in the song. All right, here we go. Yeah.
Woo! You guys, you better be all out there dancing with us. At least I like the picture you are.
All right, what's up? It's 7 p.m. on the East Coast, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 1 a.m. over there across the pond, and it is
somewhere
the Death Rattle Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Remark from Horror Sucks, and with me, my co-host, Mr. Kanan Becker. It is our 100th episode, guys. What's going on?
Woo!
Hey! Yeah, I don't have the sound.
I think
I'm out of breath.
In my life, I think I've never actually danced to that kind of music.
Really? Well, hey, our 100th episode.
Because I used to go to clubs and shit, but it was never like that. It was more of a like house.
Yeah.
It's
a night of firsts. It is a night of firsts. What's going on? Dano's in the chat. Diddy's in the chat. What's up? Chris says, love the podcast, guys. Don't always get to watch live. I work nights, but always look forward to the watch. Keep it up. Thank you. We will. Stephanie's in the chat, says happy 100. Thank you. And happy 1st of October. How serendipitous.
Oh, yeah. I know. I was going to say that. Yep.
To get our 100th episode on the 1st of October, as soon as spooky season starts for most people, it is the 100th episode of the Death Rattle Podcast. So for that, everybody watching right now, hit that like button. Share the show to all your friends, everybody that you've been wanting to talk to tell about the Death Rattle Podcast. I know you're all champing at the bit to do that. So today is the day to send the show to 2 friends. That's all you got to do. If everybody in this chat sends the show to 2 friends, we're well over 100 viewers at that point. And that's what we like. So hit that like button. And what's going on? Diddy says not sure about this music. Get out of here, Diddy. Learn how to party. Gaston, what's up?
What other kind of music are you going to have to party?
Yeah.
Man, I've dropped like 25 videos in the last week.
I know, man. You've been working. You've been working hard and playing hard.
Ridiculous. No, not much playing. There's pretty much no playing. It's all work.
Well, this is going to be the Fantastic Fest Roundup show. So you're going to be telling us, you're going to be telling us all about that. I can't wait.
Yeah, but we also have a couple like really cool trailers that came out today. I've watched them both, but I don't think you have, right?
Nope, I have not. I have been living.
We are going to be living fucking sweet next year because I already know a couple. Like, there's already a few that I got to see this past week that will come out next year. But then the trailers for what dropped today, both those come out next year. I'm like, dude. On top of that, we also have a new Scream. Like, it's crazy. Like, we're still a couple months away from next year, and we're already starting to get a stack lineup for next year. Like, this is more quality, big stuff than I can remember knowing at this point, like this early. And, you know, like usually like December is when you start hearing about what's coming out the following year.
Yeah. Diddy's correcting me.
yeah.
It's 12 a.m. in the UK, not 1 a.m. Sorry about that, guys. What's going on, Smiley?
Somewhere.
What's up? It's 1 a.m. somewhere. What's up, Hermes girl? Good to see you. Heather, what's up? Livewire, what's up? Casey, what's going on? Says welcome back, Kay.
It's good to be back.
Casey says double take on channel name, turned it on, went out of the room. Yeah, that's probably started hearing some house. So yeah, this is our 100th episode. What's up, Joe?
Today's the first day that I feel like today's my first day of feeling like
a
pretty
normal
normal again.
How was the drive back?
Like,
oh, hang on. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. I just want to say hi to Nettie D. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat, and then we'll get into it. Clever Cleaver says that was terrible. What are y'all going to do for your 200th episode? Whippets and dance to Skrillex? Yeah.
Yep. Naked.
Yeah.
Or at least shirtless.
Yeah.
At least shirtless to Skrillex.
Yeah. Let's get them titties out. Hermes
Dude,
Girl says
that song Monster by Skrillex is fucking cool.
I mean, well, Skrillex has got a couple of bangers. He really does.
Like almost metal. Like some of the stuff is like almost metal.
Yeah, he's a meme, but
actually,
whatever.
Didn't he do a collab? Like I think he did like a metal collab for a Monster remix.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. All right, so that's everybody in the chat. What's going on, John Connor? What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Just Nettie, I said hi to you. Gaston, I said hi to you. Okay, cool. So yeah, man. Fantastic Fest. Tell me all about it. I was by myself last week. They suffered through me and going for an hour.
We had talked earlier in the day and things were up in the air. And so I wasn't sure if you were going to still do it or if we were just going to skip it or what was going to happen.
Oh, no.
And then I told you, like, if you're still going to do it, I'll send you a video like you did when you were at, what was it? Cans? No, what was the one you were at?
Yeah, when I was at Can. Yeah,
it was a Can. Or Cans. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you
I was like, I'll do the same kind of thing. But then you didn't respond, and then I got busy and didn't even realize. Like you did respond, but but you didn't respond. Well, yeah, but you didn't respond.
It took me a minute. It took me a minute.
And so when you did respond, I was already in the middle of doing all that kind of stuff, and it was just like by the time I checked my phone again, it was like, like I don't know, I messaged you, but it was like after the show was over. I was
Livewire, you are correct. I was not fully by myself. Towards the end of the episode, I had a guest. I had Architect Sam on, and we made a very special announcement, very cool announcement at the end of the show. So y'all got to see that.
I didn't realize. I listened or watched some of the podcast, but I guess I didn't get that far.
Oh, well, we're going to take a 30 seconds, 51 seconds for a little bit of shameless self-promotion because the last time I did this, I played the wrong video. And so
that's what you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah. And so, well, I can say it again, but 51 seconds for some shameless self-promotion.
Oh, well, I like one better.
Yeah, I like it better too. But yeah, that's right here in Jacksonville, Florida, March of 2026. We are having a huge horror film festival. And let me tell you, man, some of the submissions that I've been watching are clean. They are good. I cannot wait to show some of this stuff. Oh yeah.
Nice.
We got quite a bit. But the announcement was Mr. Oh my God, I just blanked on his name. Oh my God, Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard will be having a special inaugural video for the attendees at this festival in March. So
because his company is sponsoring it, right?
That's right. Macabre Spirits is his company is sponsoring the festival, and so he's going to have a video that he's going to play for everybody at the festival. So buy your tickets now. JacksHorrorFilmFest.com. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
So cool. That's so cool.
Yeah. John Connor says, love ladies with cool back tattoos. Yeah, and that's a cool little short. Nettie says, nice, wish I lived closer. Make the trip, Nettie. Come out. It's going to be fun. Kanan's going to be there. Meet Kanan Becker. Kanan Becker, Mr. Ghost Pirate Entertainment himself, is one of the judges for the submissions.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
He's going to be deeming your shorts, your features, award-worthy or not. It'll be him and a couple other judges, but he's our first celebrity judge right now. So Smiley says only 13 hours. What are you talking about, bro? It's 2 days. We're going to have films. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have a whole bunch of stuff. And it's our first year, man. So chill out.
Yeah. But it's 2 days. You can only fit so many movies in a day.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah. Because you figure this, you got to watch the movie, you got a Q&A with the filmmakers for like 15 minutes, something like that, and then you got to play the next one. You do it all over again. Then you got short film blocks that we're going to have. We got music videos we're going to be playing from artists that have made horror themed music videos. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, even Fantastic Fest, like they fit 4 movies a day, basically. In like you have your first one is at 11. Then there's the 2 o'clock slot. Then there's the 5 o'clock, and then there's the 8. Oh no, there was 5 because then they had but I only hung around for a couple of the late ones because they have ones that start at 11, and it's like, if you're gonna go to the ones at 11 at night, you're not out of there till like 1:30, and then or 2, and then the next day you got to be there again at like 11. I did that a couple days, and I was like, yeah, this is now I can understand. Like, the biggest thing I learned is you got to pace yourself when you go to shit like that, man. Because like I burned myself out. I got so burned out so fast. Like, and I never got tired of watching movies, but it was just like you get like literally sleepy. Like you're just sitting there really struggling, staying awake and stuff. Yeah.
John says we're going to have an awesome after party at the fest. We are. Duval After Dark is the after party on Friday night at Manifest Distilling, sponsored by Macabre Spirits. So the after party will be at Manifest downtown Jacksonville. It's going to be awesome. All right. So let's talk about Fantastic Fest, man. Tell me about it. How was it? What did you watch? Was it good? Who did you meet? All the details. Let's go. Gimme.
I don't even know where to start. It's crazy, man. It's like so overwhelming and intense. Like, I don't know, man. There's no manual or book to teach you like what you need to do and how you need to be prepared for it. And like, luckily I knew a few other creators that helped me out. Sean Chandler and Cody Leach, like prior to the event, they both had like helped me because it's so complicated. Just booking your tickets for the movies, knowing what to see, like, because there's only so much information that you get prior to the event starting. So like they send you a long list of every movie that's going to be there, but there's no trailers. There's not even really stills. So all you have is a very, very, very basic premise of a movie and then who's starring and directing in those. And so, luckily I've seen so many movies. I was able to look at the directors and pretty easily figure out, the ones that I wanted to try to see. And then you figure out there's big releases too. And so like we got ahead of time 10 tickets that we got to book like before anybody else. Press gets, access to book 10 shows, right? Well, there's 4 secret screenings. So in reality, you only get 6 because if you don't book those secret ones, you're probably not getting into those. And all of the secret screenings are big movies, like big Hollywood, like big budget, big deal kind of movies.
Nice.
So you basically have 6, but then from there, we already knew there was going to be Black Phone. We knew there was going to be The Strangers. We knew there was going to be Sisu 2. So like pretty quickly on, those were like all 10 of mine were booked. But then there were still 20 other movies.
Did you say Sisu 2?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were coming out with another Sisu.
So fucking good, dude. Yeah, it's called Sisu 2 awesome. Road to Revenge. It is, dude. Most everybody there thought it's better than the first one.
Really?
Nice. Yeah, it's at least as good. I don't know if I think it's better per se, but like I haven't watched the first since it came out, but I love that movie so much. It's hard for me to say, but it's got everything about the first one in this one too. It's like everything that was great about that is in this. They didn't change anything. They didn't go and Hollywoodize it or try to, you know what I mean? Like and the cast is great. Like Sisu 2 was so much fun. And then the whole, like the star, like guy that plays Sisu and then the director, they were there talking before the movie started. And like for all the movies, it's that way, so like, so I'll start with like opening, like you first get there, it's overwhelming. It's the first showing was on Thursday night and it was at 8:00 and there was pretty much only one movie and it was Primate. And so like everybody goes, but luckily I had seats with other, like other people. So I was like, kind of knew what I was doing. But it was really cool standing there talking to Cody and Sean, and then Chris from 3C Films, who I've talked to a little bit online, but I don't really know him. He comes walking up. So I got to meet him. And then right, like instantly after that, like seconds after he walked up, Mike from We Watched a Movie comes walking up. So I got to meet him in person.
That's
so
awesome,
it's just like, there's all these creators that are just like, and it's such an overwhelming feeling because every face you look at looks familiar.
Yeah.
And you can't place a lot of them, but you're like, I know I've seen you on TikTok or YouTube or you're in a movie. Cause like there's almost no one there that's not involved in the industry in some way. Like everybody is connected to something. Cause you could buy tickets to it, but even the people that bought tickets, a lot of them were like, still documenting it and they still have YouTube or whatever. They're just not maybe at a level where they could get in with press, but they're still like, so like everybody is working on some level. So it's really a weird thing like that. And you're constantly like reckoning it. Cause I remember like, I looked over and I saw, Scott Derrickson, right? But I didn't know who he was. I just knew I knew his face. And then a little bit later, someone was like, yeah, that's Scott Derrickson, the director of Black Phone. But like, that's how it is. Because nobody's walking around with an entourage. Nobody has like assistants or people blocking for them or any of that. Everybody's just there as like on equal footing. So it's like, I met a bunch of different people, but like, it was the most casual thing. Cause like I met Fred Durst. And I talked to him for
that's so crazy.
Had a full conversation with him, and
that's so nuts.
It was just the most normal thing. Like we were just talking about, because like we were I saw him bouncing around all day Friday. I saw him, but I had pretty quickly on realized that there's a certain kind of etiquette you have there where nobody's going up to people asking them for autographs. Nobody's really going up and like if people are sitting in a group talking or whatever, nobody is going in and interrupting a group. But like if you see someone standing by themselves, like Fred Durst standing there by himself, you'll see a few people run over and be like, hey, can we get pictures with you? That kind of thing. But for the most part, everybody's just kind of doing their thing. But so I'm standing in this one room where I went to charge my phone and get some work done. And he comes walking in and he's just standing next to me talking to his friend. And so I was just like, so what are you doing here? Like, just like that. And he was just like, oh, A24 asked me to come here and like judge some shit. And I was like, what are you judging? And so then we started talking about, because there was a panel of judges and there's like best director, best film, best, like all these different categories of awards that they give out, for movies at Fantastic Fest. And he was one of the judges, one of the panel judges. And so we just talked about what movies he had seen so far and whatnot. But anyway, so the whole thing kicked off with Primate, which you guys will all get a chance to see in January, I think is when it comes out. But it's going to be a massive hit. Like, it is so much fucking fun. It's an actual practical suit, like a little person. I think it's a woman. I'm not sure, but it's a small person inside of this actual little ape suit. But it looks pretty fucking real. So much so that within a few minutes of watching it, you totally forget that you're not watching a real chimp running around. And it is basically about this family that they're kind of like a Jane Goodall type of deal where they're learning about apes and this and that, and there's this orphaned ape, and so they take it in and end up raising it as part of the family. And so it's kind of like it's literally like one of the kids, right? And it's just like walking around the house. It's just part of the family. But it ends up getting rabies and basically goes psycho on the girl and her friends, and the whole scenario, the way it plays out, it's so cool, dude. It's done by Johannes Roberts. Yeah, Johannes Roberts, who did 28 Meters Down and the first, is it the first Strangers? No, like the second Strangers, I think. Yeah, the Strangers Pray at Night or whatever. But it's so incredibly fun, dude. It's like it knows exactly what it is. It doesn't try to be like a super complex story or any of that, but it's just this, it's gory as all hell. And like the cold open, like it was the coolest way to start off the whole entire thing, because we're just like, oh shit, and you heard everybody at the same time just go, oh, because it was totally like not, you weren't expecting what happened. So but
Nice.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then after that we went to the next movie, which was a big mistake. It's called Crushed, and it was
God, I heard about that.
oh my god, dude, it was the biggest downer of the whole entire event. And like it was Cody Leach's, it was his, he just did his list today, but it was like his least favorite movie of the entire thing. And I mean, it's basically about animal cruelty and child trafficking and abuse, and like it's just not, yeah. Like I could deal with that if there's a reason behind it, but it's like not even a well-made movie. And I don't know, man. It just, I'm sure some people are gonna really dig it, but like seeing it at basically midnight as the last thing you see, like for the day, it was rough. Yeah, so it was rough, but then the next day kicked off, and what did I see the next day? Hold on. So I watched The Evil That Binds Us, which is a really cool foreign movie. And then The Cramps, which is another, it's called The Cramps, a period piece. Really, really not my cup of tea. It's like this really bad, like poorly, like it's meant to be a bad, like cheesy, low budget movie, like on purpose. But it's like about this girl who has this crazy period, like blood everywhere. I don't know. It's just not my thing. It's like a very LGG. I can't talk. Lesbian, like a lesbian type of coded movie or whatever, which it was like cool, like what they were going for, but it just wasn't my deal at all. But then we got to see Shelby Oaks, and that was really, really cool because like Chris brought basically his entire team up. Like he had the stars as well as like the guy that did the score. Like you could tell like how passionate everybody involved with it are. And like I've been waiting to see this movie for a couple years now. And so it was really cool to finally see it. And it was cool too because I had like a number of people that were there had already seen it. Like Sean Chandler had already seen it, and Cody Leach had already seen it. And so they warned me, like, you know, keep your expectations in check. And that's what I would say to everybody out there. Like, don't go into this expecting some fucking like game changing movie. Like this is his first movie, but I think it's really well done. I liked it a lot. Like it's such a moody movie. It like feels like I ended up meeting, I think it was the next day. Yeah. I think the next day I met, Chris Stuckman, and I talked to him, had a nice conversation with him about it. But like, it's just such a moody, atmospheric movie. It like fits perfect in the Halloween season. And like, that isn't to say there's Halloween themed in it, but it's just the pacing of it, everything of how it's put together. It's just creepy enough, just scary enough, just fun enough that it has all of that. Like, you know, it fits really well in this season. So yeah. I think people are going to really have a good time with it, especially if you don't have your expectations too high, you know?
Yeah.
And then the next day I saw Vicious, which was one of my favorites of the entire thing. That one's going to come out October, like early October, which sucks. I get it, but it should be out for Christmas. Like it should have come out in December because it's Christmas themed. And like, but I understand why horror movies don't do great in December. And so I get releasing it, you know, a little bit earlier than that, but it's going straight to Paramount, which is what really bothers me. Paramount Plus. That's what really bothers me. It's a Brian Bertino movie, the guy who did The Dark and the Wicked. and it really should have got a theatrical release. But I get why it didn't, because it's like really dour. It's basically about this woman who is dealing with severe depression and is like thinking about self-harm and stuff. And late at night and you can, like, it starts out with her kind of like narrating, you can hear her thoughts sort of thing, and she's just hating herself, kind of thing. And there's a knock on the door. She answers the door, and it's this little old woman who's lost, and so she lets her in so she can use her phone or whatever. And then the little old lady starts acting weird and saying stuff like, okay, now I'm going to begin. And she's like, what? And so the old lady puts this box on the table and pulls an hourglass out of it and is like, tonight you're going to die. And I can't tell you anything else. And
nice.
She's like, what do you mean? And so she kicks the little old lady out, and then like weird stuff starts happening, and it ends up being like super twisted, dark, disturbing. But I think part of why they didn't put this in theaters is because the ending is going to be controversial, because it's one of those endings that doesn't hold your hand. It doesn't tell you exactly what to think. It's one of those endings where you can kind of take it in multiple different ways. But I like endings like that because they make you think, they make you talk to each other. Like, that was one of the best conversations of the entire thing, was after that movie is over, because after every movie, everybody kind of goes outside and you end up in these circles having these conversations about what you saw, Yeah. And so it's really cool to kind of break down movies and see it from different perspectives and stuff. But that one was really special. Then VHS Halloween, which was it was the most fun of anything I saw there because of the whole experience. So It starts off with, all of a sudden, everybody that works there, everybody that works at Alamo Drafthouse, and there's a bunch of people, they all put on these like classic ghost, sheet ghost costumes. So like basically a sheet with eye holes cut out, right?
Yeah.
So they're all like that, and they start handing out these bags. Hold on, I'll grab mine.
Okay. While he's grabbing that bag, I'm going to read some chats. Architect Sam's in the chat. She says, yay, 100 episodes. Congratulations. Thank you, Architect Sam. John Connor says, Stephen Lang has a cool character name, Comrade Dragonov. That's cool. Jamal says, hey, I made it. Hey, GP. Hey, DJ. Hey, happy 100th. John Connor says, Kanan and Fred Durst be rolling. 90 says, I loved the off-the-cuff reviews, too. It's great to hear your raw thoughts about a movie immediately after the screening.
Yeah, I'm going to start trying to do those from now on.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So start handing out these really thick canvas material bags, but to start handing all these out, and then as we walk down the hall to go to the movie, they're handing out candy.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was like so much fun. And then you get in there, and like there's like a bunch of different directors that made this movie and cast and everything. And so where I was sitting, the seat row right behind me is the entire like cast, crew, like all those people. So it was so cool because the whole time there's like I'm listening like hold on, what was her name? Hold on. There's all these different people right behind me, including what's her fucking name? Which I ended up Bria Grant, which I ended up meeting her at one point, but she was sitting directly behind me, and so it was just so cool to hear, because I think she was one of the producers. But it was so cool to hear all of these different people, recognizable faces, like just talking before the movie started about like, like it's just like a very surreal kind of moment. And the movie itself is just so much fun. It comes out on the 3rd, so on Friday. And nice. I'm telling you guys, there is going to be nothing this year that's going to get you more into the Halloween spirit than that movie. It is so much fun. It's just soaked in Halloween. And then the next day I watched Beast of War, which is very, very fun. I don't know when that one's going to come out, but it's like a period piece set in World War I. And this group of soldiers are on a ship that goes down, it sinks, and so now they're stuck on this like raft kind of thing, and there's a great white shark. But it's very stylistic and colorful, and it's very Kiwi coded, I think is what they call it, where it's New Zealand.
Okay.
It's New Zealand, like meaning like stylistic and humor. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, it's just really, really fun. Then it was probably the weirdest experience of the whole thing, and that was for Strangers Chapter 2, because first off, I walk down the street to this little burger trailer thing that's on the corner that's like so good, and I start seeing all of these people dressed in the Strangers costumes, and we're talking like 100, maybe more people, all in costume. And Cody Leach actually was one of the people in. They asked him, like, it was all these different people, and they're all wearing, and they were marching up and down the road. And it was just such a surreal thing to see that. And I got some of it on video, but it's just so cool. And I just kept thinking, imagine if you're just some random person that has never seen the Strangers and has no idea what this is all about. And you just see this line of people wearing these masks. But anyway, it was just disappointing because the movie, before it starts, there's all the directors, the writers, like everybody up there on stage, and they're talking about how you're going to finally get why they made 3. Like this movie, you're going to finally understand their vision and why they made this movie. And then the movie plays and we're like, what were we supposed to see? It's like literally one long chase scene. There's no story. Like it's even less story than the first one. So we were all at a loss, like completely baffled. It's like if you just want to see a suspenseful chase scene, you want to go to the theater, eat popcorn, and watch a chase scene, that's fine. I think, your average horror fan could still have fun with it, but that's not what made us so disappointed. It's just like, why are you making these? Why are you wasting all this money? Why did you make these in the first place? And then supposedly this one, they did a whole shitload of reshoots that cost a whole bunch of money. And we were just like, for what? Like, and there was one scene in this movie, dude. I don't want to tell anybody because you got to see it for yourself, but it is the most random, weird scene. Just baffling. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. It doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't tie into anything else. I left the theater to go to the bathroom real quick, and I come back in, and I thought I was in the wrong theater because the scene was so weird. I was just like, did I walk into the wrong movie? It was so weird, man. And so that was a big bummer. But then we had the Black Phone 2, and that brought it right back around because the Black Phone 2 is so good. I loved it. I liked the first Black Phone. I love this one. And I think it's one of those things that a lot of people, if they really, really, really loved that first movie, they may not like this one as much. But if you were just like, thought the first one was good, it was okay or good or whatever, I think the chances of you liking this one are higher because it's just, they are different. This one is much less grounded and much more in the supernatural realm, and like feels almost like, because like everybody's almost got powers, so to speak, in different roles they play and stuff. But the Grabber is so much more creepy, very, very Freddy Krueger like, but much more scary because there's not like that humor to him. But I loved it, man. I thought it was so good. But there's so many movies. I can't just keep going on.
Well, that's fine.
I saw 27 movies. So
yeah. Okay. Well, we're not going to get through all of them. I want to get
Dolly is another one. Holy Boy is another one to keep an eye out for. Like, there's so many amazing movies you guys are going to see over the next year.
I'm gonna read some of these chats, and then we're gonna catch up, and we'll get into our trailers. But that sounds awesome, man. It sounds like Fantastic Fest was a fantastic time.
It was just intense, man. Like, it was a ton of work because every day, you see a movie and you go and shoot a reaction to it, and then you're trying to talk to people and also trying to edit and put those videos out. It's like you never have time to think. Like, you're barely have time to eat. Like, but I would recommend it if you're a filmmaker or anybody involved in the business. Like, I think it's a must, especially for you. I was telling you,
I gotta get there.
Start saving for next year. I mean, because like Chris
Yeah.
Stuckman was telling me this is how his movie started. Is like 2019 or 2018, I think, or 19. He went to Fantastic Fest and ended up meeting the people who ended up producing Shelby Oaks. And that's how the money started coming in for it, and how the ball started rolling for it in the first place was from Fantastic Fest. And that's kind of across the board. Like, I forget who else was talking about it, but like everybody, it's kind of the same thing. Cause like I was hanging out with Toby Poser like a lot. And she's part of the Addams family that did Hellbender.
Yeah.
And like, we made friends. I was hanging out with her quite a bit, and that was kind of her story too. It's like everybody knows everybody, and everybody is connected. And like, it's a really, really important event because of how rubbing elbows you can be with everybody, and that there's not walls. It's not like Hollywood, where you have to meet there's always someone in between everybody. Like if you want to talk to so-and-so, you got to get through their assistant. This is not that at all. You know what I mean? Like I'm standing there and all of a sudden there's Don Coscarelli literally standing right next to me. And I was just like, Don. And he was like, hey. And I was like, The Phantasm is my favorite movie of all time. I'm like, he was the only time I geeked out over somebody.
That's awesome.
Because I mean, it's Don Coscarelli. And we talked and chatted. And then Cody came over and we were chatting away. And like for at least probably 10 minutes while we were waiting for a movie to start. I got a picture with him. That's like
awesome.
Him and then my other friend who had a movie there, which I had reviewed his movie in the past called Hellhole. It's on Netflix. And then he has another movie called No One Sleeps in the Woods Tonight on Netflix. And I had reviewed those a long time ago. And I guess he had seen my review. So he watches my channel.
Nice.
And he saw me and he was like, I know you. And I'm like, cool. What's up, man? Because I had a number of people recognize me. Like I wasn't quite as recognized as other people. But anyway, so I was just treating him like he was a fan or whatever. And he's like, I have a movie here. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, my name's Bartos. I'm like, the name sounds familiar. And he's like, 13 Days Till Summer. I was like, holy shit, dude. Your movie is on my like must-see list because of the other movies he made. And it ended up being one of my favorite movies. But I ended up being his personal guest and sitting right next to him and the writer, watching their movie. Like I sat next to 4 different directors watching movies, like literally next to, not in the same row, but like literally next to 4 different directors throughout the event. Because I also sat with the director of the movie Luger. I ended up sitting right next to him and watching the movie. Like it was so surreal, man. It was like dope. Really, really cool.
Yeah. Angela says Crushed sounds horrible. I watched Cody today, but you said it first. Just the name.
Well, no, we watched it together. Me and Cody watched that movie together. Like me, him, and Sean were kind of like together on that first night, like going to every movie together. But Sean ended up going to see something else. And so it was just me and Cody. And it was like, literally after it's over, I'm like, no one could make a movie that you would dislike more, like to Cody. And he's like, yep. Cause like the things, his hot button kind of things, the things that like, he really is not a big fan of bleak movies.
Yeah.
Cause like there were some movies that I am a huge fan of there. Like I watched one that they sent me last night. The last movie I saw from this year's Fantastic Fest is called Meat Kills. And they sent me a screener and it's so fucking good, dude. So good. But it's like Speak No Evil. It's got that same tone and it leaves you feeling like really like it's so fucking bleak. You're just like, oh my God.
Well, let me get this.
And like if it's done right, when that's done right, I am a fan of it. But like Crushed, it's not that way. It doesn't. Nobody, like the bad guy basically wins in the movie. The child molester basically wins in the movie. And like the poor little kitten gets crushed by a fucking woman high heel. And you have to see it over and over and over. And like you don't see the gore of it, but it's almost worse because they just barely cut away every time. And so it's like your mind fills in the gaps even worse than if you were to see it. Yeah. Not a fan of that movie.
Sorry, I got to scroll back up here.
No, I'd rather hear the chat. I just, you know me, I'm tired and I haven't really talked at all about this trip. So
that's fine. Let's just get through here.
Much. But there's no way I could ever talk about everything.
Let's just get through some of the chats, but there's questions here.
Yeah.
Johnny says, congrats on 100 episodes. Diddy says, DJ's drinking from a moonshine jar. I am partying tonight.
Nice.
I'm sipping on some Angel's Envy. Oh, there goes my cat. I'm sipping on some Angel's Envy for the 100th episode. Darren says, Skrillex was part of From First to Last, which is a post-hardcore band for the first 2 albums.
Yeah.
I remember that. John's telling me to slam the Angel's Envy. Hell no, you don't slam Angel's Envy. Let's see here. Oh, Darren says, shout out to your Aussie subscribers, please. Shout out, Darren, from your kangaroo bastard you. Let me see here. 90 says, Vicious sounds great. King of Sanity says, I need to see that Vicious movie. I can relate. I've been dealing with severe depression since I kept accidentally filming my grandmother taking a shower. Jesus, dude.
Oh, God. Another one you guys gotta be excited for is Silent Night, Deadly Night. I was actually kind of dreading going into that movie. I was like, man, I don't want to see this. And it was the secret screening, night 1 secret screening. But we ended up knowing about the secret movies like pretty much every single night. By the time the movie started, because we had connections to, it would trickle back to us like every night.
Yeah.
The only one was the last one. That was the only one. And it was because nobody even knew the name of it.
It was the Hellgate. I'm kidding.
We knew the director, but we had no idea the name of the movie. Nobody knew, because this movie is literally, it was called Good Luck, Have Fun. I had the hat. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Kyle says, what's up, fellas? What's up, Kyle? Angela says, Vicious sold me at Dakota Fanning, most anticipated for me.
Yeah, it's my favorite performance from her since what was the name of that Western one that she was in? Some with a B.
Diddy says, I can see DJ's pussy.
Yeah, so they gave us these hats after the movie was over, but that was the last screening. But anyway, Violent Night, Deadly Night. What the hell is going on? Oh, motherfucker, it broke.
Did you just break your headphones?
Yeah,
folks, Kanan just broke his headphones. Time to buy some new ones.
I already bought new ones because these were on the fritz, but it always pisses me off when like the plastic breaks, you know what I mean? And it's not audio.
Do you need to go get your other ones?
No, because it's a whole thing to try to connect them. So
all right. Casey says that VHS trailer, go in the dark doorway or bolt. With a friend or two, I may actually go in. Oh, yeah. I mean, especially if they're offering candy, why not?
Dude, the baby one. You're talking about the baby one? It's the first skit of VHS Halloween, and you're going to be hooked right away because it is so much fun. It's ridiculous.
We got 65 people watching the stream right now. Hit that like button, please. If we got 65 people, please hit the like button. Share the show. It's our 100th episode. Tell people to come party with us. Livewire says strangers 2 out of 4 will explain everything. Just wait.
Yeah, they already have the third one made.
What's up, Fox? Good to see you.
That's the problem. They shot all 3 at the same time.
Thank you. Al says Black Phone 2 total awesome with a bunch of popcorn buckets.
I think the majority of people are gonna really like Black Phone.
Hermes Girl says 27 movies. My butt would hurt from sitting so much. Yeah, mine too.
That's all I do. Like all I do is watch movies. This is not new. It wasn't like it actually didn't fill all that. Like the movie watching part was just fine. It's like that's what I do like all day, every day is sit and watch movies. So, it's the hard part is because I have to talk about every single one after they're over and try to stay organized, making sure I'm eating, taking my medications, and I'm on the road. So I'm not like, I don't have my normal stuff with me. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff, like the eating schedule and try to not get sick and like all that, make sure I have my insulin, which I ended up running out of insulin as I was driving back home. So for like the final like day and a half, I was out of my insulin, and so that was a little bit scary.
Thank you, Stephanie.
But yeah, the trip home was fucking brutal.
Was it? Well, what'd you end up doing with your tire?
I had to get 2 new tires. So I had to borrow money from it. Like, I am so fucked on money. Like, you have no idea, dude. I'm so fucked. I had to borrow money for the tires. Like, I'm like trying to figure out how I'm going to eat even for the next like couple weeks. Like, yeah, it was rough, but
all right. Somebody super chat Kanan $20. Somebody super chat Kanan $20. We can go to Wendy's.
No,
come on. Your boy just got back from Fantastic Fest, bringing you guys the content. You can buy the man some Wendy's.
I just need to, like, there's no way I'm driving next year. There's no way.
You're flying in? Or you're hitchhiking?
Yeah.
You couch surfing?
I'll fly. You just got to make sure you book stuff ahead of time. Because, like, the part of the reason why I didn't fly is because the Airbnb, if I couldn't get an Airbnb close enough to the event, then I would have to rent a car. And so if I had to rent a car while I was there, I'm like, might as well just take my own, you know? But like if I do it in advance, I can get an Airbnb close enough that I can just Uber or walk, you know, or take a bus or whatever, you know, within a few minutes of the location. But like where my Airbnb was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes out, you know, away from it, because it's right downtown. And so all the like Airbnbs and stuff nearby book up, you know, quickly, because I didn't book until like I think July. I didn't book my Airbnb or whatever. So yeah.
Amy,
you know, as long as I book my flight and Airbnb and all that like earlier this next year, it'll be a lot easier.
Fox, Salema, or Amy. There is no theme usually. This is more of just kind of a chatting podcast.
We just do a free form.
Yeah, if you want to ask questions, the easiest way for us to see a question is just putting question like first and then your question, because sometimes we don't know if you're asking somebody else in chat, because, you know, as you can probably tell, chat likes to talk to each other. So if you want to have if you have a question for us, just put question and then ask your question. We will try to get to it. Smiley says, I'm disabled now. I watch a lot of movies. Oh, sorry about that, Smiley. But good thing you're watching movies. Watch anything cool recently? Tenderloin Stew says, interesting hearing your thoughts after watching Cody's video. Seems you agree.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Jack says he needs Whataburger. He does.
Oh Hermes, my God, dude. I ended up getting addicted to Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Yeah.
Not Whataburger.
No, it's Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Dude, nobody there says it. What a burger. No one.
I didn't say there, what a burger. What a burger.
It's Whataburger. Whataburger. Almost like water. Like I'm telling you, it's like everybody says it there. And if you say it different, they look at you like kind of like side eye.
I'm gonna say what a burger every time I'm there. I'm just gonna over enunciate it. Be like, hey, you guys want to go to what a burger?
You also got to remember that's you saying that shit to Texans, man. Like, good luck with that.
What's up, Otaku? Good to see you,
dude. Austin is the least Texas place I've ever been. Like, it's not. It feels like Sacramento, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's what Texans think about Austin too.
Dude, I loved it, man. I loved it. The only problems I had with it is there's so much road construction going on that even my fucking map was constantly getting lost.
Oh,
like Google Map was constantly getting lost because every day they were moving around lanes and shit. It was just like a fucking, like, I've never seen somewhere with more road construction. Like, there was not a single road. That's why my tires got all fucked up. I ended up losing a hubcap there too while I was there. Like, it's fucking, the roads are so fucked there. So that and how humid it is.
Amy's asking what kind of Amy's asking what kind of music we like. We're both metalheads.
Yeah,
primarily. But I'm into new retro wave. I like that stuff too.
I like dark wave.
Yeah, dark wave's good. I like the whole spectrum. Everywhere from like 80s synth pop to like you know, horrorcore, basically. Like,
I listen to everything. I listen to a lot of pop music. Like, I listen to Sabrina Carpenter. Like, fucking there's literally nothing I don't listen to. So.
Spotify. So I have a very specific like gym playlist, and it's all like hardcore, like metalcore kind of stuff for the gym.
Yeah.
And Spotify the other day decided that it wanted to just sneak in a Sabrina Carpenter song.
Yep.
And I was like, what? 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 And I And I'm like,
I don't know why it does that, but it randomly will sneak in. Like you'll be listening, it'll be like listening to whatever, and it'll put a fucking Britney Spears song or some shit. You're like, what?
Yeah, like
mine is Mariah Carey. Like it keeps fucking. I hate Mariah Carey too.
Oh God!
And somehow it'll keep sneaking Mariah Carey in, and I'm like, I hate Mariah Carey. It's like the weirdest shit. But it's not perfect. But I definitely still like Spotify for the most part. Spotify is pretty awesome.
Fine. It's fine.
John
says
the
Austin
DJ function is pretty good.
Austin, known as the blueberry and the red stew. Yeah.
Dude, I had so much good food there. And like I didn't even have any money or time. So it wasn't like I got to really go and like on a food crawl and try a bunch of places. But even just the regular shit there is so good and so much cheaper. Like you guys out there in Florida too, like you guys have no idea. But the thing is, everything is like I went to McDonald's and on average, every single meal is at least $4 to $5 cheaper. Like that's the difference. We're talking $2 a gallon of gas cheaper there. Because we're at over $5 a gallon right now here. And everywhere I went there was like two something. Like I got it as low as $2.30 at one point. But the problem is minimum wage is only $7 an hour out there. I'm like, holy shit. Like we're at 17.
Yeah. You wonder why your state's fucked. Prop Dude says, nah, I'm here in Texas.
Nobody wonders why. Nobody wonders why.
I know nobody wonders why.
Everybody in California knows damn well why.
Prop Dude says, nah.
Fucking Newsom.
I'm here in Texas 3 years and I'm not on the WADA train. In and out, ride or die. All right, Prop Dude.
You know what? It's funny. I had In and Out as soon as I got back. It's what I always do anytime I travel anywhere because I love it. In and Out. It's my jam. Plus, I have like this little old man friend there that I always talk to. But I'm telling you, it's just a totally like people that try to compare that. It's literally apples to oranges because I fell in love with Whataburger while I was out there, and it's so good. But it's a completely different thing because like In and Out is very clean. It's a very simple, clean burger. Like there's not a lot.
I like
to
a good dirty burger.
Yeah, I love that too. That's what I mean. I love that too. Like Whataburger is like lots of seasoning. There's like barbecue sauces and like, you know what I mean? There's lots of different, every burger is all these different things. In and Out is super simple. It's just tomato, onions, cheese, lettuce. It's a real basic burger, but it's just a lot of why, is good about In and Out too, is you got to know what you like. Like you got to have your own custom order that you like. Man, you're getting drunk over there.
Yeah, right, bro. I'm a professional alcoholic.
Oh, okay.
John says, Kanan, bro, eject from California and move to Texas or Nevada. No, we're trying.
I would never move to Nevada. I'm sorry, Nevada.
We're trying to get him here in Florida, but he doesn't like the humidity.
No, it's the same with Texas. Honestly, Texas I have thought a lot about moving, but it is, dude. It feels exactly like Florida.
What?
Yeah. When I was in Austin, it felt just like Florida. But the problem is it's not even a matter of like, humidity or liking these places or any of that. It's just, I don't know anybody in these places and I'm not moving somewhere that I don't kind of already have, you're one person, dude, and you're poor.
Oh, you only make friends with rich people?
No, I'm saying like if you move somewhere, you want to have a network. You know what I mean? Like people, like at the very least, you need to have someone that can bail you out. Like if you're only going to know one person in that place, they need to be someone that has like some resources just in case.
Bro, I moved here without
ideally, numerous people.
When I moved here, I moved here 4 years ago. When I moved here, I knew no one.
Why
zero.
Did you move there?
Huh?
Why of all places did you move there if you didn't know anybody there?
So all right, long story short, I had been kicking around moving just out of Ohio since 2018. And then after COVID, I was like, all right, I got to do it either now or never. And I knew I wanted to be close to a beach. I've always been kind of a beach bum. And I was actually looking at either Texas or Florida. Oh, we got a 25 super chat. John says, So have a good meal on me, brother. Glad you had a great time at Fantastic Fest. John
Thank
Connor
you.
with the 25.
I will when I get that next month.
Yeah, because YouTube likes to delay those
Like
payouts.
today's the 1st. That's literally like a month from now. Because the pay dates are from the 1st to the 1st, like when they count. So it's like if that had come through yesterday, I would have gotten it on the 22nd. But because it came through today, now it's the 22nd of November.
So I was actually
I promise, John, I will have a meal on you on January 20 or on November 22nd.
I was kicking around either Texas or Florida, and the only reason why I chose Florida over Texas was because Texas is in a different time zone from the Eastern time zone. And I'm so used to Eastern time zone that I just figured that if I moved a whole time zone over, that I would have been like on the other side of the world, which I wouldn't.
It's only an hour different.
Yeah, I know.
Like California, where you're 3 hours. That does make a big difference. Like that 3 hours makes a big difference.
But also, I knew that if I moved to Florida and I ever wanted to go back home, there's any reason I ever needed to go back to Ohio, I just knew I needed to go north, and I'd get home. And so, like, that kind of had to do with it. Because I'm not a prepper, like, right? I'm not one of those people, but I definitely have, like, a bug out bag and, like, resources and stuff like that, just in case something hits the fan. And, you know, and my, you know, that's, so that's, and so anyway, but yeah, I mean, so what, man? Like, look, I made out okay. Like, I didn't know anybody. I made out all right. And I've been, you know, I've been sipping the ramen soup for a couple years. But yeah, man, no, Florida's worth it, bro. It's awesome out here.
Well, that's why every trip I go on, I am always scouting out on like. And honestly, right now, Austin would be in the lead of any place I've thought about moving to. Like between Seattle and Austin, like it's close, man. Because of the art, like the artsiness of both places. The difference is Austin is much cheaper. So like if it was between Seattle and Austin, I'd move to Austin because but I need to move somewhere where it's art, you know, where you can be gay and it's okay.
You can be gay in Florida. Do you know how many gays are here in Florida?
I know. You're in Jacksonville.
Architect Sam says,
I wasn't saying Florida isn't included. I was saying like wherever I move. That's why I would never move to Utah. Like I'm not moving somewhere where like, cause I'm not gay, but like I need to live somewhere where it's okay to be whoever the fuck you want to be. And so like, that's the saying, you know, it's okay. You know, it's okay to be gay anywhere that applies. I know I'm going to be okay too. Cause like you can have tattoos, you can make art. The mindset of the people there is a welcoming kind of people and not like a judgmental kind of people. It's like, I don't want to be in a place that's judgmental at all.
Architect Sam says,
Jacksonville is very open-minded. So I'm not saying Jacksonville, you know.
Well, all of Florida is.
No. Florida is a lot like Texas, depending on like if you get into the smaller towns and shit.
Look, man,
that's some fucking
you're gonna
redneck
have small town shits everywhere.
I know California's that way.
Everywhere. You're gonna have that everywhere. All right, listen.
Even
Architect Sam has something to say. She says,
"What's up, Architect Sam?"
She says, "Excuse me, Kanan. We have a network and win trivia every week. We do, actually.
Yeah, no,
we go to trivia at this Mediterranean restaurant down here with excellent Mediterranean food, and we dominate trivia. So, anyway,
I'm looking forward to coming there and spending a little bit of time when the film festival is.
Yeah, man, no, it's gonna be fun.
I've never, you know, like the only times I've got to spend in Florida was when I was hanging out with Leslie, and that's a type of Florida I'm not really wanting to live in.
Oh, Nettie D says sold everything and left the San Francisco Bay Area and moved to the forest in northern Maine. Love it.
Yeah, but you got to have money to do things like that.
Right.
Like I said, you need to either have a landing spot, like you know some people, or you have a job lined up or something like that, or you have money. And right now, I don't have any of those. But I also don't have a place in particular where I'm like, I want to move to so-and-so place, you know? Hey!
B-movie, you're in. Oh, we got another one.
Thank you. I can't read that. What is that? Livewire.
Livewire says, where to go? It says, contributing to the November Wendy's Fund. There you go.
Dude,
Woo-hoo!
I discovered Wendy's breakfast. They have the best fucking breakfast, dude.
Really?
Yeah, but you got to get there right when they open at 6:30 in the morning. Dude, on my way home, I went there like each morning. But it's like if you get the breakfast baconator like fresh when they first make it, it is the best breakfast sandwich you're gonna find anywhere.
Nice.
It's
Smiley,
like sausage and bacon. It's so good.
I am originally from Akron, Smiley. Home of LeBron James.
Yup.
Let me see here. Bugging in is more realistic at a prepper B movie theater. What the fuck did you just say? Bugging in is more realistic at a prepper. I think I know what you're saying, but please,
They're
please,
saying locking
please
yourself
rewrite
down.
that. Please rewrite that.
I think they're saying like staying in, right? Like locking down where you're at.
Yeah, I don't know. But he says, though I live in Canada. Oh, you got to fix that, bro. Saba,
dude, Canada, dude. Some of the politics are shitty in Canada, but dude, they got it a lot better than we do in a lot of places here in the United States. I'm not saying everywhere in the United States, but compared to certain places here, Canada is better. So, like, I would never say, leave Canada because depending on where you're at in Canada, you can have. There's some pretty good shit in Canada, man.
Canada's government will suggest that you kill yourself.
Dude, our government's all fucked up too. So, like. It's like seriously, it's like the whole proverb in the Bible or whatever, like point at the fucking thorn in the other guy's eye or whatever. Because it's like like we have any room to talk when it comes to politics.
Okay. Sasa says, greetings from Serbia, ancient lands of Slavs. What's up, Sasa? I want to go to some Serbian country. I want to go there. I have a calling. I'm German.
Dude, I want to go to some of these film festivals in like other countries, man.
Yeah. I'm German, so I need to get to Oktoberfest in Der Vaterland pretty soon, but because I have not been, so I need to make a pilgrimage to Germany at some point. But I also want to go to somewhere in Serbia, whether it's Finland or Iceland or wherever. Norway.
I think the one isn't it the Overlook Film Festival is in Ireland.
Memento Mori says Seattle has a really big music scene. A lot of pretty gals there.
Overlook Film Festival is the one everybody keeps telling me no, in New Orleans. That's the other one that everybody says. Besides Fantastic Fest, the next one to go to is the Overlook Film Festival.
Prop dude's checking you, Kanan. He says bunch of gay people I worked with moved to Utah near Salt Lake and loved it. Been there for years now.
Yeah.
Kanan needs the gays confirmed.
Be gay anywhere, dude. But that's not the point. It's not that I am gay and need somewhere to go. It's that places that are open-minded is all that I'm referring to. And
he said
Utah is not. Salt Lake is not open-minded. I know lots and lots of people there. You can live there. You can be okay. It is a big city. They're not going and killing, and pillaging gay people or anything. I'm not saying that. But it's not a place where generally you go for the art and culture. And I want to be somewhere where all the art and culture flourishes, places where there's fucking murals everywhere and shit,
Sorry, I'm just seeing this real quick. We got a donation on the PayPal side from Stuart Chase, another $20. Nice. So we got another $20. Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate it.
See, that's the best way because that
PayPal. Right, we get it all. Yeah, we get it right away. So that'll be. But
and they don't take 30% of it.
Right. Prop dude says, got gays down the street. Don't believe the hype. Be gay fine. Don't pick up your dog shit and we will go scorched earth.
Where are you at, prop dude? I thought you're in the Bay.
He's in Utah. He says he's in Utah.
Oh, I thought prop dude was still in the Bay.
Jamal says San Francisco is grimy.
Yeah. I love San Francisco, but it has gotten...
Otaku's from Lorraine. What's up, Otaku? Smiley says,
but it's like any other big city. You got to know where to go.
Yeah.
Because like if you were to come to Sacramento and only go to like Oak Park, you'd be like, oh my God, Sacramento is awful. But it's like, well, that's only like this small section of Sacramento.
Smiley says, I live in East Palestine. How's the water out there, man? I know that train wreck. That CIA
Ohio
out there. Yeah, that was East Palestine. Yeah. Gaston says, question, if you could have invited any horror director or actor, living or dead, as a guest for the 100th episode, who would it be? So that's a hard question for me. However, I think I'm still going to, living or dead, I think I'm still going to land on Carpenter.
Yep.
No right?
Question. Not even. And like, I just met Don Coscarelli. So like, and like, he was a great, like, to talk to. And I honestly think John Carpenter would be shitty to talk to. You know what I mean? Like, if we had him on it, I don't think
you don't want to, we don't want to interrupt him from his video games.
He's just not a good interview. He like doesn't like, you know, and that's cool. I get it. But like, honestly, if we ever have a chance to hang out and interview Don Coscarelli, we got to do it. Cause like, he was he started talking shit. Like, he was just literally talking shit about a really famous actor and how the reason he doesn't have a movie currently being made or whatever is because of this one actor. Like,
take it easy, live wire things.
Me and Cody were just like, whoa, okay.
Hey, good for him.
Like, I'm not saying who it was because I'm like, I don't know if that was a conversation that was meant to just stay in this circle, but like, dude, he was like the most like chill. Like, everybody at this thing was so chill. Like, it's the weirdest thing. And it's also why I didn't get pictures with a lot of people. I didn't like, I mean, there are pictures floating around with me and a lot of different people, but like, I didn't personally try to get pictures. It just like, it feels weird because you're just like, it would be like if I'm hanging out with you. I'm not going to be like, dude, let me get a selfie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why if we're hanging and someone takes a picture of us, cool. But I'm not going to because it's just like you're hanging out.
I'm so bad at that. I am so bad at getting selfies with people. Like, it's like, I could probably meet Carpenter and I would not get a selfie with him because I'm that bad at it.
Yep.
Staya says, hey,
I think with Carpenter, just like with Don, like, because Don is the only person I did be like, dude, let me get a picture with you, because I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to meet this dude again.
Yeah.
And he's getting up there in age too. So,
yeah.
But like, I don't go to, like, that's what I don't think a lot of people understand. And I didn't, is you equate a film festival as being kind of like a convention, but they couldn't be more different. They're so different because even if you work behind the scenes at a convention, I've done it. I've worked as security. I've also had my own booths. I've been invited to conventions. So like, I've been behind the scenes. Even then, it's hard to meet and talk to the quote unquote celebrities there, because all of them have handlers and they you know what I mean? There's always like numerous people you got to get through to get to them. And so like, you don't end up meeting a lot of them. You would think you would, but you don't. But like, this is like, there is no handlers. There is no one in between. There is no weird, like, it's literally, you're just standing there and they're right there in the crowd with you and everybody's just talking. And
thank you. Happy fun time.
There wasn't a single person that I wanted to meet that I didn't get to meet, because it was just that easy to have a conversation with anybody you wanted. And I think that's the beauty of this. And I hope it never changes. And I know for a fact it wouldn't be able to be the way it is if it was like, especially if it was in LA. It can never be like it is. It only could be that way because it's in Texas, you know?
Yeah. Tenderloin.
But I totally get now why so many people are like, I never miss a Fantastic Fest. Like, never again. Like, you know, Cody and Sean were like numerous years ago. We're just like, now that we've gone, I'll never not go to one again, because they're just, it's that important. The networking and, you know, and like, I mean, I saw 28 movies that are going to come out. Like, you know how much that's going to help me make lists and talk about movies and stuff over the next year?
Yeah.
Because when those trickle out over the next year, you know?
Yeah. Jamal says,
I got an email this morning from IFC with media shit because of one of the connections I made there. Like, I'm now on these lists just from being media at that, where I'm getting invited to press screenings. I'm getting invited to parties in New York. I'm getting already getting these different things. Like, I'm not going to most of it, but like, I'm now already on these lists. You know what I mean?
Gotta go to a party, bro.
I don't have money to fly to New York.
Just hold your drink like this all the time. Just hold your drink like this all the time when you're there. That's all.
Dude, you know how many things I could go to if I had money? But like nobody understands how shitty. Like my channel is so in the dumps right now. Like I am making so far below minimum wage right now. It's not even funny.
Hey, well, at least you're
Like
making
right
below
now. I'm
wage.
probably making about $5 an hour.
That's
how bad it is.
My channel's so weird. I'm still getting traction on some videos, and I'm getting like constant subscribers. I think I'm almost close to 600 now, which thank you guys. Thank you. But I think I'm almost close to 600. I haven't posted in over a month because of everything that I've been doing.
But that's why it's important to keep always posting, because a
I
lot
know
of times that stuff takes off way down the road, but you want to constantly stay in that hamster wheel, you know?
I know.
So like I just started making actually dedicated shit for TikTok because I was talking to a couple people that are making 10 grand a month on TikTok.
What?
Yeah. And these are horror creators.
Dude, TikTok is so cringe though. That it's
but they just started paying like legit money. And these people, I'm not saying who it is because I don't want to call them out and them telling me how much they make or whatever. But like anywhere between 7 and 10 grand is what these people are making. And these are not like, they're not people that have like 1 million followers. Like this is like doable range and they're making that much money.
Wait. Are either of them hot girls?
Nope.
Oh, well, shit. All right. Maybe
furthest
I need to
thing away from that.
Furthest.
Like these people I'm talking about are like just regular dudes.
Just dudes. Well, maybe I need to look at TikTok then.
One of them is a girl, but not like she's pretty,
easy.
but she doesn't at all use any of that. Like there's not even close to a low cut shirt. Everything is, she just like she would be wearing a shirt like this. Huh? But I'm saying like it's all about the actual content. But the thing I've learned about TikTok is keep it simple, stupid. And even YouTube. Like I'm pulling back on my production a lot. Like I am putting so much production value into everything I'm doing for like what? You know what I mean? I'm not getting really any value out of that. And so I'm just like going to pull back a lot of that and make more stripped down videos for a while and find a good happy medium where I'm still happy as a creator, but I'm also putting out a lot of content and not having to fucking kill myself. Like people are like, dude, you've been really busting your ass lately because I put out like 25 videos in the last week. And I'm like, you don't understand, dude. I haven't worked any less or more over the last week. I just normally spend that same amount of time to make one video.
Yeah.
Like my videos take like 40 hours or more. Like there's so much work that goes into them. And like, I'm not scripting anything anymore. I'm going back to non-scripting. I'm not putting interviews in the shit anymore. Like I'm just going to keep it simple, stupid,
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that's the problem right now. But yeah, like it's funny. Fox or Amy says you guys make more money with your channels than independent artists on Spotify. Yeah. Well, Kanan's the only one here who makes any kind of money on his channel. I still am.
Yeah.
Am not,
and that's
not
exactly true either. And that's not exactly true either. I know musical artists that Spotify does suck the percentages on what they're paying their artists and whatever. But like those people can also put their music on YouTube. You know what I mean? I can't put my shit on Spotify.
Right.
I mean, I guess you can now, but like nobody watches video on Spotify.
Yeah.
But like you can put your shit wherever. And and the reason people put it on Spotify is because that's where they're getting the streams. And none of it comes down to how many views. Because if that was the case, you like would make so much more money on TikTok than everywhere else. Because like 100,000 views on TikTok is nothing on YouTube. Like comparison, it's like not even close to the same comparison. So.
My claim to fame on TikTok is not even anything that I've posted. It was a comment that I made on somebody else's video. And to this day, I'll look it up right now. I'll tell you how many I've had to turn my like notifications off because of it. But to this day, this comment that I made on this other person's video is sorry, let me turn it down. Let me turn my phone down. The likes are currently at 252,000.
Holy shit.
That's
video.
That's my claim to fame. The video it's from Rushaticus. This guy is, I don't even know how to explain this guy's profile, but he's basically like a goblin. He calls himself a jester. He plays the cello and the kazoo and just does crazy stuff with it. And he's super talented.
Does he have a huge following?
He has 168,000 followers.
How are so many people seeing that one comment you made?
The video has 17.3 million views.
Oh,
the video. So the video.
What's the video of?
He's actually hanging from a telephone pole playing his cello and kazoo, wearing a like clown costume, and a cop shows up. And like, so I've been following this guy for a while. And so the comment that I made, it's a very innocuous, stupid comment. The comment that I made or I don't think innocuous is the correct word, but the comment is, the world isn't ready for Goblin Core, and it's sad.
That's a good comment.
Thank you. But yeah, and so it's at 252,000 likes on TikTok. That's my claim to TikTok fame. But other than that,
right now, my best video has 288,000 views on TikTok. That's my best video. But like, I barely ever, like, I've never made dedicated stuff, and that's what everybody was telling me is you got to make dedicated shit towards actually designed for the format and everything for TikTok. Because what I've been doing is just take like a snippet of a video from YouTube and just putting it over there. But so we'll see. I'm gonna start spending some time, because like, even if I could just make like an extra 1,000 a month from TikTok, that would be huge.
Yeah.
You know,
Tenderloin Stew says you don't need to do a bunch of fancy shit. We watch for the content. Sega says, I love your videos, Kanan, and I really love how you started adding the interviews, but always follow your heart and never overwork yourself.
Yeah. Well, this is not like a permanent thing. It's just like anything, you're always having to experiment. And like, I like making these production videos, but if nobody's watching them, I can't afford to do it. And I don't care if it makes me happy to make those or not. It makes me much more unhappy to be making a video no one's watching and not me making any money and not being able to travel, not being able to eat, not being able to pay rent, having to borrow money from my little sister. Like, so it's like one of those, like, you know, at least for Halloween, like October, at least until I can get my channel going back up again, I gotta like I gotta try some new things.
You've got to get that Halloween bump, right? Like, you've got to get that October bump.
Normally I get that in September. So that's why I'm nervous, you know, but that's what everybody keeps saying. So we'll see. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what time of year it is, dude. Like, if I start making a lot of content and they're list related, it'll start going back up.
Prop Dude says the authenticity is what I love about this crowd. Whether we agree on some movies or not, we still believe you.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about the production. I'm not changing who I am or what I say or none of that is changing in my videos. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not all of a sudden going to start talking about movies I don't talk about, or like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to start covering Marvel movies or whatever. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I spend a ton of time on curating these interviews, on researching these things, on writing the scripts or taking notes, or, you know, stuff that most people aren't even people aren't noticing. They're not appreciating it, and that's not their fault. But it's as simple as, if people are not appreciating all this stuff I'm doing, then it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just pull back and then maybe add a little of it until I find a good balance or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I literally can make like 2 or 3 videos a week if I strip them down, versus making one of those. And just, it makes more sense to just, especially for October, to just get out as much content as I can, which is also why I decided to go the route I did with Fantastic Fest, where I made a video for every single movie I saw. Like, some of them are only 2 minutes long and some of them are like 10 minutes long, but you know, because some of them, you know, there's not a ton you could say about them. when you're doing a spoiler free, just like your first thoughts out of the theater. But
Excuse
I'm going to continue to do that as well. Like every time I see a new movie in a theater, I'm going to make a little video like that. And that's what you should start doing too.
Jamal is asking, are you guys only doing 2 hours for the 100th episode, or are you going longer for the 100th episode? I don't know. I thought
we were always said when we have time.
Yeah, when we have time. I mean, I thought we were only going to do an hour today, but we're about 20 minutes into the second hour, so we'll probably go into 2. I don't know.
We need to watch the trailers still.
So. We got to watch the trailers, and I still have some of this Angel's Envy left. Like, I still got a little bit, so I got probably another glass full.
Yeah, so let's do one more round through
and then
the chat.
Once the Angel's Envy's done, we got Heyman's London's dry gin. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
That's all you, man.
I'm not doing. I don't like gin. All right. Gaston says,
let's
question.
Go into the chat a little longer, and then we'll go into the trailers.
Gaston says, question. I joined the podcast after many episodes were already out, but I'd love to know which movie sparked the biggest disagreement between you two. I did catch the whole monkey incident. That's probably going to be the one.
Yeah, that one or Terrifier.
No, we fought more about the monkey than we did Terrifier.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, the monkeys do this. This is tape.
Yeah. Yeah. Look those jank guys. Come on, let's get some more super chats for poor Kanan.
Thing,
all right, no, I'm kidding. I don't want to. Don't give us money. Let me see here.
Don't say that.
Al
definitely
says,
use the money, but
no, but I know, but I don't want to be. I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to be a begging show. So like, don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not because of the headphones. I just I have another. It just sucks because these were dedicated for just the podcast, and they're like $200 headphones.
Podcast headphones. I still don't have a ring light
that are for editing, but now I'm gonna have to use them for both. So
Al says have a giveaway.
You got to disconnect, reconnect each time, to different devices.
What the fuck are we going to give away, Al? What are you donating to us to give away? I'm not giving it. Who wants a water bottle? That's what we're giving away.
I tried to do giveaways before, and then the part you don't realize is how expensive the fucking shipping is.
Yeah,
the shipping part,
especially if one of you Euros win it. The shipping's going to cost more than the actual product.
Yep. And then I had people enter, and then I'd be like, you won. And they're like, okay, and what's your address? I'm not giving you my address. And they're like, I'm like, well, how am I supposed to send you the thing you won?
How am I supposed to get it? Yeah. Sandy says,
I'm going to fly to your town and hand it to you or something.
Sandy says, I really enjoy watching your movie suggestions. Love your whole vibe, background aesthetics.
I'll be right back. These are not cutting it.
Okay, all right. I'll keep reading chats. So that's so. Thank you, Sandy. I'm sure you're talking to Kanan. Nobody likes my stuff, but that's fine. B Movie Theater says, I'm glad to hear this conversation about YouTube right now. Thanks for the tips. Appreciate you both. Well, don't take any of my advice. I'm still a sub 1,000. Like I am unmonetized and I am a little YouTuber. So don't listen to me. I have no advice. Listen to Kanan. Casey says, then why do you have the blah grin? Because it's good bourbon. Let me see here. Jamal says, I liked the monkey and Terrifier myself. Well, that's okay, Jamal. No accounting for taste. Happy fun time.
Oh, shut up.
Happy fun time. Pew Pew says
different strokes for different folks.
Send to the PayPal, not the super chat. Guys, do whatever's easiest for you. If you're going to be generous, thank you. Do whatever's easiest for you.
I know. I always hate saying like you do it through here or whatever. Because it's like, but it's as simple as YouTube takes at least 30% of anything you send through the channel. PayPal takes almost nothing.
And PayPal is going to say Bloodscribe because we haven't. That's my production company, so it's me, and it will go to Kanan unless you guys want to donate to us. But I just assume that you guys are donating to Kanan every time you donate through PayPal, so I just send it to him. But if it's weird to you that the PayPal is Bloodscribe, that's because that's my production company, and that's just kind of the PayPal that we're using for this show. So anyway, that's that.
But if you could always send it directly to me too, PayPal, it's just literally my name, Kanan Becker.
Yeah, so there you go. B Movie says Abigail was quite the derail. We did fight about Abigail.
Oh yeah, that
I
was
do
one we
remember
did get.
Yeah, I do remember that. K Deverman says, "Hey DJ Kanan, YouTube messing up, not notifying me you're on. Better late than never, I guess. Always better late than never. And make sure that the bell icon has like the squiggles around it because YouTube is
that's
stupid.
not. That's what I'm talking. That's what's going on. That's why I'm the channel. It's not the content that I'm making that there's something wrong with it. It's just that's how the algorithm works. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't think people like there's so many variables that go into this. It's so complicated and basically impossible to try to explain to someone that doesn't deal with this all the time. But they take all these different things into consideration and it goes like a way, like the best way to describe it is the way the way sound waves work. That's how YouTube works. So it's like you're up and down. The algorithm will show you'll like hit peaks where it's showing a lot of people, like everybody that subscribes to your channel plus a bunch of others, and then it'll dip down again. And it's constantly going like this because it's always trying to find new audiences, but then at the same time, it's always trying to weed out those that are your subscribers, but that are not always watching your shit. So like, yes, you might have the bell turned on, but if you're not watching my videos regularly, it's going to still tell you about my videos less and less and less.
Yeah.
But it's like if you watch one of them, then immediately it's going to show you another one of mine.
Yeah. Otaku says your videos are good though, DJ. Well, thank you, Otaku. I appreciate that.
DJ, you should start doing the like what I'm doing. Do the reaction thing just as soon as you walk out of the theater. Bring a little whatever you can record on your phone or wherever you want to record on, and literally just record your thoughts immediately when you walk out, and then you're like, I'm done. And then you could just put that audio over the video later because you don't include your face, which you should, but that's a whole nother discussion.
I'm not including my face. I know.
But I'm just saying then you have the audio. It's right there.
Yeah, I know, but I like scripting my stuff, and I did do like car reactions.
It takes so much less work, and it takes time to get used to it and good at it, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, I just watched all these extremely successful creators do their shit, and the thing I came away with is that all of them have streamlined everything. Like, they use their phones to record most things. They use their earbuds for audio for a lot of things. Like they don't think about all the bullshit. Like they'll still do some high, level content, right? Or they're scripting things or editing high quality, whatever. But for a lot of their stuff, they're getting a lot of traction from very little polish.
I don't understand it.
You just need to go through this next year.
But here's the reason why I put so much. This is the reason why I write my videos and why I put so much thought and effort into it is because I want to make sure that all of my reviews are both authentic and well argued. And I will admit I make mistakes sometimes. There's some fact checking that happens on some of my videos, but for the most part, I can back up a lot of my reviews, like with literature, with historical literature references, and just writing, certain writing techniques that are successful and have been successful over time. And so because of that, that's why I take the time to do that. That's why I don't just knee-jerk review stuff, even though I would love to do that. I actually take my time and write it all out. And that's why, because the last thing I want is for somebody to like share one of my videos and be like, this guy is a fucking idiot, which it's already happened. So like mission failed, but like, I can still provide receipts for everything that I say. Like there's not a lot of times where I'm what?
But that's my point though, is like, who are you making content for? And like, it's what I'm dealing with right now too, is the amount of effort for the amount of what you're getting in return. You know what I mean? Like, out of all the people that are watching your video, right? How many people are actually watching it with a fine-tooth comb under a microscope, or you know what I mean? Like they're not.
Okay.
They're not.
No,
You might get one or two trolls that are going to call you out, but is that who you're making the videos for?
Bro, no. But go to my.
I'm listening. Hold on.
That's okay. Go. It's okay. And Al, I'm gonna get to your question here in a second. Go to my Predator, the Killer of Killers video, and look at the comments on that video. Like just peruse the comments there. That video has gotten me the most traction so far. And I would love to have that on everything. And that's what I try to make all of my videos. And I don't just, and it's not rage bait. A lot of people think that my videos are rage bait. They're not. It's just my opinions happen to,
I know, but I'm telling you,
affect people. But
when
like
you're putting out maybe one video a month.
I'm putting out 4. I try to put out one a week.
But you haven't been able to, because no matter
Just
who you are and how hard you work, you got a lot of shit going on.
I know.
What I'm saying is you could put out multiple with less effort and more people would even watch them, because like people want authenticity and they want to see your face and they want to hear you just talk. That's why people are liking these videos I'm making, because I'm like, they like seeing me just walking out of a theater and just being like,
nobody wants to see my face. You're an interesting looking dude. I am not.
Look around at the most successful people in this space. It's all different types of looking people. They just want to see a real person, because there's tons of AI right now. And that's the only thing, I keep telling you this, the only thing we have to battle against the AI shit is that we're human.
I'm not afraid of fucking clankers.
I'm telling you. It's already the case. Anything you search for, the first results you're going to get now are AI.
Have nothing on me. All right.
No, they don't. That's the point. But what you have that they don't have is your face and your voice. But if you're taking away those things, then yeah, you are the same as them.
That's okay. That's not true.
Yeah, it is. Not true. The only thing you have that separates you from an AI bot is your face.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like the fact that you're actually human. People, when they go and they're looking at reviews and stuff, if they see your face and your voice and stuff, they're like, this is a real person. I'm listening to an opinion of a real person that knows what the fuck you're talking about. Versus if it's a faceless, then you're like, well, this may not even be a real person that's making this shit.
So Al wants to know when the Hellgate is coming out. And for those of you who don't know, the Hellgate is my movie. And we signed a worldwide distribution with Glasshouse under their Bloodhouse label. Very proud of that. We don't have a final release date yet. However, I am going to be meeting with them within the next couple of weeks to figure that out. And so because of that, I think this is a good time to remind people about the Hellgate. So Kanan, if you don't mind, I'd like to play the trailer.
Sure, go ahead.
And because you helped me with this trailer, so you will see your work in this. So for those of you who don't know about the Hellgate, I'm about to play this trailer, and we're gonna see it. Wait. There we go. Here it is. So for those of you who haven't seen it, this is the first official trailer for the Hellgate. And
while this is playing, can you get those other trailers pulled up too?
I already got them pulled up, so we can go right into it after this one.
I still don't understand why we can't grow our sub count. It's been 6 months.
We're cute and heavy metal and horror.
Came out really
Who doesn't want to watch that?
My employers have a keen interest in this property in particular. They think it's a unique location.
They sent somebody out here a few years ago to close the place. They're talking about opening it back up now?
Well, there may have been some oversight in the previous inspection.
Let me take a picture of you. Right now? It'll be good for the podcast. Here, let me get that headset behind you.
She is so much hotter in person.
Stacey, this is a ghost.
Both of them are.
You're trying to commune with the dead.
I'm not seeing shit, Stacy. Shit's
happening to me?
I'm starting to think that Lillian and I are being haunted.
You shouldn't be here. It's starting to feel just like the band all over again.
You want to explain to me what we just did?
There's something going on in that graveyard.
I've warned you over and over again, and you still wouldn't stay the hell away from here.
I need to know if what I'm seeing is real or not.
Looks really good, man.
Hey, so there we go. All righty.
Tailgate, let's go.
I'm very excited. I cannot wait to get this out. I can't wait to finally release this. I can't wait for people to see it. You've seen it already. So you
in full, like at least twice. But
Yeah.
I've also watched it in parts like numerous times as well.
Yeah. So I'm super stoked to get that out.
Yeah, people are gonna have fun with it.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Let me see here. Angela says, I subscribe to DJ now. I thought I was. Oh, thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. Let me see here.
You might have been, but YouTube is doing a thing where they're unsubscribing you. So like if you don't watch a channel for a certain length of time, they've started to unsubscribe people to channels.
Yeah,
So
don't do that.
that's part
Zen
of
says
why,
happy 100th.
like what's going on with everybody. Everybody is noticing a dip lately. Like YouTube's doing a bunch of weird shit.
Amy says, hey, DJ, after this, I'll watch your weapons review. Oh, thank you so much. I loved weapons.
Me too.
Let me see here.
I
Casey
think
says,
that's my number one right now for the year.
come to think of it, Kanan hasn't been slamming a drink. That Texas sun must have altered his wiring. Well, Kanan doesn't drink.
I already finished this. Yeah, I don't drink alcohol.
Diddy says, don't put yourself down, DJ. Sorry, Diddy. It's a habit. Let me see here. Mr. Halloween says, DJ got a buzz going on. Just a little bit. Just a little.
I will drink a alcoholic beverage when I hit 100,000 subscribers. That day I will actually take an alcoholic drink.
Bro, you're so close, man. I can't wait for that day when you get 100,000. I cannot wait.
Not right now. Like it's like
so proud of you.
I was like going and then it just has stopped.
No, you got it.
Super stopped.
Memento says,
I'll get there, but
Memento
everything
says,
is stopped right now.
oh, DJ, I want to see your face smashed with a hammer while Cannibal Corpse is playing. Dude, Hammer Smash Face is a great song. It's awesome.
I know. Why don't you do something weird with your face? Like there's numerous YouTubers out there that do stuff like that.
That's cringe. I don't like that. I've seen like YouTubers that wear like masks and stuff like that. Like, stop.
No,
Jackson,
I'm saying you could do fucking like effects on your face or like things that make it like a queer, like you're still seeing you, but it's like a creepy, like there's that one guy who does the whole like morphs his voice and his face, so it's like, you know, on those when they do interviews with people that they don't want the identity of, like he does that kind of thing. Like there's that's what I mean, like different creative things you could do where you are kind of showing your face but you're also kind of not, and it adds an extra. Because all I want you to show your face for is it's your thumbprint. Like you have one thing that makes your channel your channel. It's like if you don't show your face, then it's like anybody else is showing the clips of the trailers. You know what I mean? Like you need to do something that defines you from other people.
there have already been some comments comparing me to the God Emperor Critical Drinker. So I think that's why I'm not going to show my face anymore. Because if people are comparing me to him, then I think I want to stay what I'm doing. But I hear you. I understand what you're saying. Jack says
he started a long time ago in a different world. A lot of YouTubers we look at now, they're successful, and we're like, oh, we could do it that way. Nope. Like we're in a world now. It's a lot harder.
I understand.
Like if I was doing my channel, if I'd started my channel 1 year before I did, I would be 3 times as big as I am now.
B-Movie Theater.
By the time I figured it out, there had already been that huge boom of the COVID year. Because loaded the COVID year, but I was learning how to do YouTube then. Right. So it took me until 2022 before I was even kind of figuring things out. So
B-Movie Theater says talking about one movie for 10 minutes feels unnatural to me, which is why I like
it is. It's very hard.
Plus, I look Plus, I look at film criticism as an art in itself. I would agree with that.
Yes, I agree.
John Connor says AI will not divide us.
But it's just like anything, practice. So
Right.
like me doing these videos that I've done the last 2 weeks has actually made me be able to be like, man, I can be eloquent. I can have things to say. I can do all this just riffing. I don't need to script everything. I don't need to always have notes. I can just talk and just go and like be, because a lot of it has to do with confidence. You know, like someone like Cody and Sean or fucking Chris from 3C, like these, well, Chris from 3C actually is like me. We cut the fuck out of everything we say. But like Cody and Sean, you watch them, they're super confident. They just go. Like they just attack the camera. They just like click, go. And they don't skip a beat. But they're very confident at what they're doing. And like that's from practice. It isn't always like when you're good at doing this stuff, it looks natural and people just assume that, you know, you're great in front of a camera. Like they don't realize that there was a time when all of us, me included, like all of us could barely open our mouths when a camera was on. Like it was terrifying at a point, but it's like, as you continue down this road and you get more and more practice, like I'm over 600 fucking videos in at this point, you know?
Well, your videos are great, man. I really like your content. I was happy when I think I found you in 2020. That's when I first saw you. And then it took me like a year, I think, to reach out to have you on as a guest on this show. And then you took over my fucking show.
No. It wasn't until 2022.
Oh, it was 22. So 2 years. So I was watching you for 2 years before I reached out to say, hey, come on my show.
Well, because we've been doing it together for a year now, but then we were kind of doing it for like 6 months before that, right?
Yeah. So here's some Death Rattle podcasts.
For like basically like 2 years we've known each other.
Yeah. So here's some Death Rattle podcast lore for you guys. And Memento, I'm going to get to your comment. This show actually started out as a show that I started called Hookah and Horror.
Hookah and Horror, the worst name ever.
It's listen, it's alliteration, and I love alliteration, and I smoke hookah.
It just doesn't fit horror at all.
I don't care. And the next hookah I get, I will be smoking it on this show.
Well, yeah, I never had a problem with you smoking the hookah. It was just the name doesn't work.
I don't care. It was my show. I could call it what I wanted. But then I think it was like a few, like 20 or 30 episodes in, something like that. And that's when I invited you on as a guest. And it was a great time. And here we are, the Death Rattle podcast, because we got yelled at by another channel.
We had like a round table kind of thing, which was cool. But
I want to get Jay and Bethany back on at some point because they're my really good friends. And
it's just hard for me because I am such a dominant.
I know.
I can't help it. Like I try, you know how hard I try, but like I get going and it's like an engine. It's like, you remember those when you were a kid, you had those cars and you'd pull and the engine, like the way it worked, it was like on a bearing. So like once it just went until it stopped moving.
Yeah.
That's how I am. Like there is no like I try as hard as I can, but it's like once my motor's going, it takes a minute for me to slow down.
That's all right. All right. The Angels Envy bottle is tapped.
Jeez, dude.
It's gone. There wasn't that much in there anyway. For those of you, for any bourbon drinkers or anybody looking for a nice bourbon, I mean, definitely Angels Envy. I will recommend that. Not sponsored by the show, by the way.
Is it smooth?
It's very smooth and it's so oaky and smoky and just like, it's such a nice sipping alcohol. I love it. And take it straight. Do not put this shit on ice. I will kill you.
Oh, really? It's like
don't put it on ice. Don't put it on ice. Take it straight. Memento Mori says, loving the eye candy, talking about the leads in the Hellgate. Yeah, they are. Says, dig the music. Interesting.
That's what I was saying. In person, they're both even hotter. Like they look amazing in the movie, but like I've seen both of them in person and they're even more gorgeous in person.
They're great people too. We had Summer on the show a little while back. She's super cool, super fun.
Man, she looks fine as hell now.
Madison
like,
is
holy shit.
Yeah, no, they're awesome ladies and they're great actors too. I was blessed with a great lead cast.
Yeah, she's a great follow on Instagram. If you don't follow her on Instagram, I recommend it. She posts like fun pictures of her traveling around and whatnot. But
Al says
Summer
Hellgate looks
Brunel.
pretty good. Yep, Summer Brunel. That's her. That's Stacy in the Hellgate. Al says I want the DVD. You'll get it. Don't worry. Stephanie likes it. Otaku says looks pretty good,
Well,
man.
are you gonna do DVD or is it gonna be Blu-ray?
Hell yeah, we're doing DVD and Blu-ray. Yeah, we're doing both. I mean, it's probably
VHS, man.
I would love to do VHS. I have not found a good VHS manufacturer though yet.
Yeah.
It's
well, they're starting to
kind of pricey.
It is, but it's starting to become a thing.
Yeah.
So you're seeing more and more of it because like Terrifier, all three.
Yeah.
I don't know about all three. I know at least the second and third are now on VHS, but it may be all three on VHS now.
Otaku 420 says that looks pretty good, man. First time I've seen the trailer. Well, I'm happy you got to see it this time. Subscribe to Bloodscribe Creations.
Yeah, that's why you got it, dude. Like you have to fucking go. Oh, speaking of which, I want to have Thor and or Bartosz or both of them on the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Like I know they do it anytime. They're on a totally different time zone than us though, so we got to like figure out when. But I already talked to them and they were, Bartosz is down for whenever to do a Zoom and like just chat and hang out. So but you got to watch their movies, dude.
I do. And yes, I mean, I will.
Holy shit. The ending of Hellhole, man.
Set it up. Look, man, we'll talk, but yeah, set it up. We'll have people on. It's fine. Let's have people on. Zen Dissonance says
actually shit. Like there's a few people we might be able to or that I could get on now, but
we'll talk
especially because they're just fucking cool. Like they're just chill.
We'll talk
like we would have them on and not like we're interviewing a celebrity. Like, cause I don't like that shit. That's not what I want to do.
No, they're going to be part of the conversation.
We have exactly the way we have Bethany on, like that's how they are.
So. I will argue with anybody if I don't agree with them. I don't care who they are. I'll be like, you're fucking wrong.
Well, no, but that's what I mean. Like they're not the type where you're like, we're interviewing them.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I want them on more as just like to hang out with us. But Thor works for What Culture on YouTube.
For What Culture?
Yeah, he's a scriptwriter. You don't know what Culture is? Like the giant, massive. They have like 4 of the biggest YouTube channels on the platform. Like they're huge.
Dude, I'm not.
Like What Culture Horror? Okay. You've never watched What Culture Horror?
I have not watched What Culture Horror. Fucking kill me.
I assumed everybody knew about them because it's like a multi-million subscriber horror channel. But anyway, he writes scripts for them.
Okay,
but
there. Subscribe.
He wrote the script for 13 Days Till Summer. That was the movie that Bartosz directed and he wrote. That was at Fantastic Fest.
Okay.
But it fucking blows, dude, because you guys may never be able to see this movie. And it sucks.
Don't say that.
Dude, right now the company, it's Netflix Poland, is basically not interested in distributing it anywhere else.
Well,
they've
Netflix
had
sucks.
A huge amount of money offered, I guess, like a big chunk of money offered by a Middle Eastern company to buy the rights to distribute it, and they were like, "Nope, we're not interested." And they don't even know why. They don't know why they don't want to, but they will not distribute this movie. But the thing is, they did let him show it at Fantastic Fest, which is why there's a glimmer of hope. Because if they're at least willing to do that, then maybe eventually they'll let us distribute it. But I'm telling you, it's a fun, interesting home invasion slasher that has one of the darkest, most fucked up endings of any movie. Like it is fucking like a gut punch from hell.
90 says, hey, I love when Kanan wears masks, makeup, and costumes on his videos. So glad for the horror realness.
Yeah, that's coming. I try to do it in every video in October, but like I'm too tired and wiped out. So this first video that I did earlier today, I didn't have the energy to do the whole mask and all that stuff. But I promise there'll be at least a couple videos in October, where I have a costume. Part of it is I don't have any money. Like, I don't know what I'm going to wear for a costume because, like, full transparency, I have no money. So I'm like trying to figure out what to wear. And I just ran out of time and like, I don't have any mask. I don't have any fucking makeup. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah,
Carol Ann
try to
says,
do some shit before the month is over.
Carol Ann says, question. Do you want to go to Aftershock this Sunday? This is Carol Blasco's wife.
Carol, are you going to be here?
Maybe, Carol, maybe email him.
She is like the sweetest lady in the world. Like I love her.
She wants.
Are you going to be like? I'm
Aftershock.
guessing you're going to be here too, right? Or is it just going to be Blasco? And if you're going to be here too, then yeah, I definitely want to go. But yeah, just email me or message me on. Where do you subscribe to me, or are you on Instagram? Because don't you not have social media? I think she doesn't have social media. But
I don't know. I don't know.
Have him hit me up. She says, I will be there. Yeah. Okay.
PropTude says, I need to make tutorial videos.
Oh, so people that don't know who that is, that's Blasco, the bass player of Rob Zombie. That's his wife, Carol.
Carol specifically said the invite is for Kanan. I am not invited.
You're in Florida anyway.
The invite is for Kanan.
Well, they don't know you. They don't know you.
What? But like, wouldn't that be hilarious? Wait.
They don't know you, bro.
What?
I mean, if you were
wouldn't that be hilarious? Wait. Wouldn't that be hilarious if I showed up though? I was like, Carol asked in the chat. I thought she was talking about me.
I'm here. The Rob Zombies. Wow, double wow.
Sorry.
Got your funny bone?
Yeah, that got me. That fucking got me.
Yeah, no, those are who I went. Remember when I went to Texas last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I first met Cody and Sean was when we all three got invited to that.
Oh God, that
Rob Zombie show.
I'm sorry. B Movie says, I hope to I'm sorry.
I forgot Aftershock was already this weekend.
B Movie Theater says, I hope to get to the point where I can just get in front of a camera and do a review. I just know I'm not there yet, but will be with time and practice. Dude, just do it. Yep. Or go faceless. Like going faceless is fine. It's fine. I know Kanan's gonna argue with me, but just at first, just go faceless. But like, you gotta just do it.
But I don't agree with that only because it is never easy to go in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And it's like you might as well bite the bullet and just start doing it. So like doing the faceless thing, it's like then if you get comfortable doing that, it's almost like the whole slowly getting in the water thing. Because like you start to get comfortable doing that. Well, there's still the part where if you ever do want to show your face on camera, then you're going through that, as well. So it's like all it does is stretch out the difficult process. Whereas if you just do it like I did and just start recording and just start putting it out there. Like, here's the thing that I try to tell everybody. Nobody's going to see your shit and nobody gives a fuck about you in the beginning anyway. So like, just put your stuff out there. Just start putting it out there. Nobody's going to see it. And the ones that do, if they hang around, then they're going to be like loving it because they got to grow along with you. And then also you can always delete it. Like there's lots of YouTubers that like delete their entire first year. They'll go back and be like, yeah, this is all crap. Delete, I personally have left up basically everything I've ever put up because I think it's important to show that everybody starts somewhere.
You should leave it.
Yeah. And it's even good for your own confidence because sometimes you'll feel like down on yourself and then you go look at what you did a year, 2 years, 3 years ago or whatever. And you're just like, oh, wow, I have come a long way. Like, damn, I am a lot better at this, that, or the other, And sometimes you forget and you'll watch it and be like, oh, I forgot I used to do that. And I actually like doing that. I don't know why I stopped doing that. And you just kind of like bring it back in. So there's lots of reasons.
PropTude says, all right, I'm going to pour one. 1792 bottled in bond. Atta boy. Drink up.
I don't know what that is.
Citizen Sleeve says, happy 100th, you lovely bastards. Thank you, Citizen. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
I can't believe we've
Jeremy's-
done 100 episodes. That's
I
crazy.
know, right? Jeremy says, congrats on the 100th. I have seen every episode, just not a big commenter. Amazing. You've seen every episode? I don't know, Jeremy. I don't know. You were here for Hookah and Horror episode 1? Who was the guest? Because this is the Death Rattle podcast. This is our third name. We were Hookah and Horror.
How many have? What were we at? Like 30 when it
we were-
started with just me and you.
Just me and you. I think I don't know because we were the Screaming Room, and then that other.
Well,
that
yeah,
other
but we only
podcast-
did a couple episodes as the Screaming Room.
I
I think
gotta
we did
look.
like maybe 6 or 7 as the Screaming Room.
Yeah, I gotta look. But Jeremy, if you
Wasn't
were
very
here,
many.
if you were here for the first episode of Hookah and Horror, that would be really awesome to know.
I think
because
he's talking about since this started.
I
Me and
think
you.
so. I think which is fine. I know Heather Saunders has been here since Hookah and Horror.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's been here since episode 1,
Well,
but I know she's been here.
But she's
for,
from because she came with your side.
yeah.
But like a lot of people came from the Ghost Pirate side, and so they've only seen it since we've been just me and you, which is the Screaming Room, right? It was when we first started on both channels.
The Screaming Room. The
'Cause
Screaming
we
Room. is
never
when
did
we first
Hookah and
started.
Horror on both, did we?
Right, we never did. No. Hookah and
Yeah.
Horror was always its own channel. John says, DJ, I was going to suggest playing the trailer as your outro every couple of Death Rattle episodes. Yeah, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to make this show all about me and the crap that I'm doing. This is a joint effort. This is a show that Kanan and I both do. So I kind of wanted to keep that kind of stuff, at a minimum. I did it a couple of times today, but other than that, like, I don't know. It's just, I'm also weird about like promoting myself like that. So it kind of has a little bit to do with that as well.
Hold on, what did I miss? What were they saying?
They
you
were,
should do?
John says, I was going to suggest playing the trailer as your outro every couple of Death Rattle episodes.
Oh, for the event or for the movie?
I don't know, for the movie.
I think for the event more than the movie, at least until the movie gets a release date.
Right. Once the movie's released, I will.
Yeah.
Be,
But
I
your
will be
event, we
promoting
need to
it.
make sure we're playing that like every episode at some point during the episode.
All right. Well, then we will do that. But we just have to
Because we're
talk.
both involved. You know what I mean? We're both
Right.
involved with it. So
Correct. Yeah. Amy
I
says,
mean, the movie push the hell out of it, but we need to know when. Like once there's an official release date, we'll start promoting the Hellgate a lot more because it's like we can
yes.
be like, watch it at this time on this place, or we're gonna have an actual physical screening of it on this day, or
Yeah.
'cause
When
at
there's
this
an
point,
actual, yeah.
it might be early next year, it might be mid or late next year. It's hard to say until all that stuff gets sorted. So
Yeah. Once we have an actual release date, we will be promoting the Hellgate some more. So Amy wants to know, she says, question, but if it's trigger, please ignore it. Kanan, what's the story behind your eye patch? That's
there's a basically blind eye. That's the story.
that's it. He's just blind in that eye.
It was an eye
Um,
infection when I was a kid, and like technically it's not blind, it just looks off to the other direction. See how it's looking way over there, and because of that I don't use it much, and so the eyesight has gotten like super weak in it, and since it sees something totally different from this eye anyway, it's less distracting to just have it covered up. But it was an eye infection when I was like 6, I think, and yeah, it's basically fucked it up, and it's been that way my whole life. So
Wrathman says, I'm late as shit. Had stuff to do. I'm hearing VHS Halloween.
it's not
is the best
triggering.
one yet."
It's just the story and stuff I've talked about like a million times.
Right,
So,
yeah.
but it's not triggering.
Wrathman says, I'm late as shit. Had stuff to do. I'm hearing VHS Halloween is the best one yet since number 1.
It's up there, man. Like with those, it's so difficult to say best or whatever because like they're all made by different filmmakers. So it's like every one of them has strong points and weaker points. And like in this one, it's the same way. Like there's 3 of the segments in this one that I think are some of the strongest we've ever seen. Like they're really, really good and really creative and original. And then there's 2 that are just kind of like, like one in particular, I'm like, I could have lived without that one. And then there's one in general that I don't think it's bad, but it doesn't really fit. It's like the other 4 are lighthearted and weird and feel very Halloween-like. I mean, even though they're creepy and scary and gross and all that, but they still feel very Halloween. But then there's this one about this like kid killer, and it just feels mean-spirited and like doesn't feel like it has much of anything to do with Halloween. And it's just like, it just feels mean. You're just like, why is this super dark, fucked up one stuck in with the rest? It just, you know what I mean? It doesn't really fit, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Like, I think it's up there with 94, which I loved. I think VHS Beyond, the one last year, was really good, but this is definitely like probably top 3 for me.
Slackwolf Vampiro says, Kanan, as an inspiring, I think you mean aspiring YouTuber, how do you edit? I don't know how to go about it. Thank you.
Well, there's a ton that goes into it. So it's all like different levels, right? The best advice I could say is watch YouTube. There's YouTube videos on how to do it. There's YouTube videos that you could just watch and learn from. Like, mostly I've watched and learned from just watching other channels and how they do things. But then there's a huge amount of it that becomes just your own style, and that can't be taught. But the best way to think of it is you want to get a rhythm. So you want to cut the audio, connecting it to another piece of audio where there is a natural flow and rhythm. And as you get better and better and better at it, you'll learn how to talk in a way that when there is a pause, it's hard to even explain, but like you pause in a way where you know it's going to be cut and connected to the next piece that's going to have a timing in between them that feels like a natural cadence. So like you learn to get your own cadence, and that's a huge part of what a YouTuber does that people don't know of, is when you're cutting and editing. Like, even if you hire someone to come in and edit your videos, they have to learn your cadence, like the pacing, the way you talk, and where the splices are to where it doesn't feel choppy. Because the audio is more important than any other element of editing. If your audio has like hisses and pops or pieces that are cut off, every single one of those like is a disruptor, and it causes the person watching to be like slightly taken out of what you're saying and out of the video. And so the better the editor, the less you'll see any of that. Like when someone really is good at editing, you'll never know really where the cuts are. Like you could look at it if you know what you're doing. Like I can look at anything, a movie, a video, whatever, and I can tell you where the edits are, right? But if I don't think about it and I don't like pay attention looking for the edits, I won't even think about them. Like they're just so smooth, it just all flows. And that's what I mean by cadence. The cadence is when it's such a pattern to it, like music, that it all goes together nice and smooth. And that's something that I spend a ton of time on. And when I talk about the production, that's where a lot of my production goes into, is because I really hate when my videos don't feel nice and fluid and nice. And so I'll go back and forth over a 10-second spot. Like I could spend 20 minutes on a 10-second spot trying to get the audio to be nice and cut to where it fits in the way I want it to. Like yeah. But I just mostly recommend watching YouTubers. There are so many editing channels out there that'll show you exactly how to do things, but a quick cut is
free.
Yeah. A quick cut is literally the very first thing you need to learn when you do YouTube editing, is how to do a quick cut. And it's basically overlapping. You're leaving the audio from one overlapping to the audio of the next, and you're cutting one clip into the next so fast that you don't hear a hiss or a pop, and you don't even realize, unless you're really paying attention, that there was a cut, because it's quick cuts, one frame to the next with no pause in between. That's the most valuable thing you can learn on YouTube, is how to do that. Once you learn how to do that, that's a YouTube video. Like if you watch my videos or you watch like 3C, dude, there'll be like 100 fucking quick cuts in one like 10-minute video of ours. Like we both do it so much.
Jeremy says, my bad. I was there for the Screaming Room and Death Rattle. That's okay, Jeremy. I was genuinely curious.
Well, yeah, because there was only 10 or 15 people usually on the, like back when it was Hookah and Horror, there'd be like 10 to 20 people.
Right.
So
yeah, it was brand new
someone that regularly watched then. Yeah, I mean, we're 100 episodes in and still only got like 50, 60 people.
Right. Yeah, we still do not get a lot of views.
But our episodes are getting like 1,000 views now.
But I love
it is growing.
Yeah. I love our chat too. Like our chat is awesome. I honestly love you guys.
That's the only reason we do it. We don't make any money from this. We're not getting anything from it. We just really enjoy hanging out with each other and you guys. So
Vera says, congratulations on 100 episodes. Thank you, Vera. Al, wait. Okay. I got to ask this question real quick. I have not seen Al and Vorpal in the same chat and they speak the same. I need to know if this is the same person.
Yeah, we have. No,
they have
always. Yes. All the time.
Well, where is Vorpal? Vorpal
he hasn't been around lately a lot. Remember, he's the one always making corny ass jokes.
I know, but he also talks in all caps.
Yes, but like Al is been the mod. He's been a mod for a while now, and he's like the guy that's always talking about click, make the click.
Oh yeah, I love Al. Al, this Angel's Envy is 86.6 proof. It is 43 something percent. You can't see it. It's my green screen. 43.3 alcohol by volume. It is 86.6 proof. That is what that is. Diddy says 2-hour show so far. Still trailers and chat to go. Yeah, we got a show.
Yeah, we need to get the trailer because I need to eat soon.
Oh, okay. All right.
Dude, I'm telling you, the black phone, like the fucking grabber is so sick. There are some of the coolest looking shots, dude, of his face and his mask in this. It's so badass. And it's way more brutal, like more brutal towards kids as well. That was one of my problems with the first movie, is that it never was gory and it didn't really show like the kids. It's like, yeah, you knew a kid who was killed, but that was it. You didn't ever see him get killed. And it's not that I'm wanting to see kids killed as much as
gotta be careful.
I want that brutal quality. Yeah, because you don't want to make it like voyeur filming where you're, you're torturing and slowly killing a kid, but you still want to make it impactful. And like, that's what my problem with the Black Phone, the first one, is it never felt super impactful because it's like, oh yeah, there's a dozen killed kids, but you know what I mean? Like, we didn't feel the gravity of the situation. This one, it's not like dwelling on it per se, but it's also not holding back. And you get enough where you feel like everybody's in danger and that the fucking grabber is so much more scary and menacing in this one.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to these trailers because we're all caught up on chat. Wrathman says 86.6 proof. You're a madman. No, I've just been
Psycho Killer looks so good.
Long time.
You can always water it down too. You can always put a little water in that.
But I am a man, so I will not be doing that. So all right. So this is Psycho Killer, the official trailer.
I had never even heard of this. I had never even heard of this until this morning, and it jumped on my feed, and I was like, holy shit, this looks sick as fuck.
This trailer dropped 8 hours ago.
Yep. I saw it when it was 30 minutes old. So like it literally was jumped on my trailer or on my feed.
It is
because I get a lot of trailers.
We are essentially breaking this trailer on the Death Rattle podcast. So here we go.
Yeah, this is definitely not a lot of people have been talking about.
It hasn't even been 48 hours since you buried your husband.
Is it frozen? Oh, there we go.
What I hope to help you come to grips with, no matter how many times you replay what happened, the outcome is inescapable.
For one, I love her. She is such a fantastic actress.
What?
But look at that. Look at that. Written by the guy who did 7 and 8mm.
I have not seen 8mm. I got to see that movie. I've seen
It's
7.
very similar to 7.
Okay, 7's great. I got to see 8mm.
Like 8mm is really good, but it's also a little bit dated, so it doesn't hold up quite as good as 7.
Okay,
but they're both still damn good movies.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, basically a lot of the same team that did Barbarian.
Yeah.
Like that's
Okay.
where she's from is Barbarian, but also a lot of the production team did Barbarian.
Right. Hell yeah.
I know, right?
That looked
Especially
good.
for a movie that I never even heard talked about. Like that just came out of nowhere. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that looks great.
This next one looks dark as fuck. This next one looks kind of like what I think people that were disappointed in 28 years later were thinking it was going to be more of a certain way than it actually ended up being. This movie looks like it's going to be what people were hoping 28 years later would be.
You're talking about the Bury the Dead teaser.
Yep, bury your dead. Yeah.
Okay. Let me
because
get this.
The problem with 28 weeks, I think so many people is it's not a zombie movie. I mean, it is, but that's not the point of it. It's a drama.
28 years.
It's about loss and love and yeah. And like, I think that's what it's thrown a lot of people off and what makes a lot of people not like it is because they were wanting a scary zombie movie and that's not what it is.
I was hoping
but this
for
looked well. I'm not talking about you pompous fuck.
Pompous. Wow. All right.
Dude,
this is
what is up with your internet connection? Why isn't it playing?
It's just waiting.
Oh, it's showing the little circle going around.
Yeah, I know,
around.
but look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, ready? Here we go. All right, so this is a new trailer. It's called We Bury the Dead.
Yep,
and,
which I did hear about this one, and I heard a lot of hype about this one. So, like, this is expected to be a big deal.
Yeah, here we go.
Our nation thanks you for volunteering your services during this dark time.
I mean, you can see the budget right away.
Is that
in this
Daisy Ridley?
Yep.
Oh, God. All right, here we go.
Shut up.
Let's see if she can act.
She can act.
Oh, my God.
She wasn't bad in what were you thinking of? Star Wars?
That's all she's done. Star Wars, and she's done the 48-hour project. That's all she's done. And
like
Star Wars, she's fucking terrible.
I don't think she is terrible. I think she just does what she is asked to do in that movie. That's just not a good movie.
Okay, look, I will agree with you. Okay, all right. I will agree with you there. I will blame.
On top of that, she's a kid too.
I will blame directors for the performance of an actor. I will blame the script and an actor for the performance of a director. Or oh my God, I will blame the director and a script for the performance of an actor. I will do that, but she's not giving me a lot of hope. But anyway, we'll see.
I just don't. I haven't seen enough bad or anything really from her to like go and assume that she's not going to be able to do it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. She was super young when she did that, and I think that what we saw from her that wasn't good was more of the way she was directed to act.
Yeah. I'm you know what?
Because there was a lot of super talented actors that were in that movie that acted like shit as well. People that we know for a fact can act. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's keep watching this.
But don't get me wrong, I hate that movie.
Huh?
I said, but don't get me wrong, I hate that movie. Like that lost me with Star Wars. I was a fan of Star Wars prior to that shit.
Oh, yeah, the sequel trilogy is just dog shit. Yes.
Hey, this is Mitch. Please leave a message and I'll get right back to you.
Tell me you're okay. I need you. I love you.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Wake up! Wake up!
I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying.
Who decided that that was a haircut that they should put on this person?
I don't know why, but like I've seen that haircut a lot lately, and I don't get it. It just feels like a very non-committal haircut, and I've seen that on a lot of women in a lot of movies recently. I don't know, because you don't see regular people like
It
women
needs
with this
to
haircut
stop.
a lot.
Whoever's doing this, stop.
But you know what I mean,
Please.
right? I mean, it's been a
Please.
lot of women in movies are wearing this exact cut.
That
And it reminds me of
haircut-
like the fucking 90s. It's like
Yes.
Hillary Clinton shit.
And it wasn't good then either. Stop. Please.
I'm just curious what the thinking behind it is.
The thinking,
Because you know what I mean? It just feels odd. It's like
how can we make this otherwise attractive person ugly? Like that's the only thought that I can get behind whoever decided this is the haircut this person should have.
But that's what I mean by non-committal. Because it's like it's not feminine, it's not masculine, it's not stylish. It's literally like maybe that's the point, is to make this character look like they're a very like about as basic as you could be. You know what I mean? Like a very non-anything person. So maybe that's the idea behind it. We haven't seen the movie, but like maybe that's the character she's playing, is someone that's just your average plain Jane, you know?
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, there's, you know how that works. Like when it comes to style and everything in movies, like there's teams of people that think about shit like that.
Sure.
So there's a reason they decided to go with this cut. I just don't know
but
why.
That still doesn't mean it's a good decision. I don't care how many
I
teams
agree.
you have deciding.
No, I totally agree.
All right. Sorry, Daisy.
I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying I'm wondering why.
Daisy Ridley, I'm sorry whoever is your decided on this hairstyle for you, but let's keep going.
It's Jamal, it's a bad haircut.
I hope you understand what that
That's
could
a
mean.
bad haircut, Harry. Or no, it's a bad hat. That doesn't work there.
The odd ones that do come back online are docile.
Oh my God.
I can assure you, you have nothing to fear.
Okay, that sound is makes me not want to watch this movie. If
Why?
we're getting like some ASMR shit in the trailer, that's automatically turning me off. That is automatically turning
Whatever,
me
dude. That's creepy. That
No.
sound is hella creepy. But this is the part of the trailer that really won me over.
All right.
Because this is where you start to see like how dark and fucked up this movie's gonna be. Because what's the whole deal about the ones that come back online?
Right. Yeah. What does that mean?
Yeah,
Like, that's a good
what I
tease.
mean by that's what piqued my interest, because we've seen it, every zombie thing you can think of. It's like whatever, but what are they going to do that makes it different? And that one little part there makes me go, oh, back online. So maybe there's a tech thing involved here, like a programming, you know what I mean, like government.
You think this is like a warning
Yeah,
against
sure.
Neuralink?
Maybe some tech that's gone wrong or something, because that could be interesting. We haven't really seen like a zombie movie where it's a government like purposeful type of thing, you know what I mean, like they're super soldiers or something to take out and kill a bunch of people. Like, who knows? But I'm just saying, like, a government angle on that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
all right.
like, we've already seen every zombie movie you can think of, so why bother if you're not going to do something different?
True. All right. Let's get to some chats.
Yep.
And then,
we gotta wrap it.
I think that's going to do us.
Yep.
So Jamal says, I saw 7, but not 8mm. Memento says, I loved 8mm. Seiya says 8mm was so good.
Yeah.
Al says,
really young Joaquin Phoenix in it.
Yeah. Everybody's liking that first trailer. Looks good, looks intense, looks good. That's
Out of those two, I'm definitely more excited about Psycho Killer.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wrathman says, I think everyone here knows the American movie studios, horror movies or otherwise, hesitate when it comes to bumping off kids. Yeah. Well,
not anymore. Terrifier is shown. Nope, because Terrifier has shown that you can do it and get away with it, and that because the only reason studios shy away from it, the only reason is because it's money. Like studios don't want you to do something if they think people won't go and see it, but they're showing that people are fine as long as you could kill kids as long as it's not like a fucking predatory type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's where the line has to be drawn. Like if you're just killing kids brutally, that's one thing, but is there like a sexual component or is it like torturing or, you know what I mean? That's where it starts to get where nobody, including me, I don't want to see it. And that's why like that movie Crushed, I was like, I'm out, you know, like I don't care. You can cut a fucking kid's head off in a Halloween movie, like whatever, I don't care. But that is where I'm like, you know, I'm not good. I'm not okay with that shit.
Yeah. David says Daisy was in The Cleaner. She's nice to look at too.
I heard that was really good. I didn't see that, but I heard that movie was really good.
I haven't seen it. Kay says new horror movie, The Haircut.
Dude, if you get a chance to get out to the theater, One Battle After Another is really fucking good. It's not horror, but it's like, I think it's going to be one of the Oscar buzz movies. The other one I saw that's not really horror, but is really, really good. I loved it. Is why am I forgetting the name? Hold on, let me look.
I don't know. While you're looking it up, Al says it's a manly haircut.
Begonia. It's not a manly haircut. That isn't manly either. That's what I mean by non-committal. It's not feminine, but it's also not masculine. It's just a stupid in-between bob shit. So it's like, yes, it's not feminine, but it's also not masculine. Like if I had that haircut, nobody'd be like, dude, you're manly. You know what I mean? It's not a manly haircut.
True. Jamal says, y'all right about the haircut. B Movie Theater says it's the far quad.
Yeah, exactly. See what I mean? That's not a masculine haircut. But no, Begonia, dude, you I think are gonna really like Begonia.
Begonia, okay.
Yeah, because it's a super well written script and really it's a Yorgos Lanthimos. It's his newest movie.
Diddy says that hairstyle is in Alien Earth. That doesn't surprise me.
What does that have to do with anything?
Saya says
that it's being used a lot. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know why I'm seeing that used a bunch, and I don't know what the point behind it is.
Saya says not a huge fan of Daisy either. She kind of annoys me, but I'm a bitch. Okay. I don't know why that makes you a bitch.
I don't know. I'm not saying I like her either. I just feel like I haven't seen enough from her to really know.
Citizen Sleeve says it's a very 1950s haircut. B movies with the far quad. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a 50s cut either.
Tyler says you guys are still going. Congrats on 100 episodes.
Higher.
Thank you, Tyler. Dude, I don't know. Kay says you have nothing to fear except this ghastly haircut.
You have nothing to fear, but don't mind that zombie over there. It's this bitch with that weird ass haircut that we got to be afraid of.
B Movie Theater says mouth click sounds are really gross. They are. And I'm
exactly, but that's why I think it works.
I'm one of those people that ASMR has the opposite effect on. So people who find ASMR to be like relaxing, I find it to be very nails on a chalkboard.
Exactly. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's why I think it works in a horror movie. You're not like, they're not playing that there to make you feel soothed. They're making you want to feel uncomfortable.
That's what I like. I like my horror movies to put me to rock
like what the fuck?
Rockabye and put me to bed. That's what I want.
I'm with you. I'm not an ASMR guy at all. Like I hate it. It literally makes me go, ugh. You know. But that's why in a horror movie, like it works because like it helps make you feel like uncomfortable and uneasy.
Yeah. Memento says Lamau on the haircut. The trailer does not look bad. Looks quite good, actually. I'd watch, but I'm with DJ on the acting. I mean, we'll see. This is Daisy
I'm just willing to
Ridley.
I'm just willing to give her a shot. Like, I'm not going to count the movie out because of her.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I think Prop 2 says baseball boy in Dr. Sleep is rough. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But see, it's also super effective. But it's like, I think you do something like that once in a movie, and the way that it's handled, that is such an interesting scene, because if you don't handle it exactly how Flanagan does, it could be like, you know what I mean? It could have ruined that movie.
Yeah,
but it's
absolutely.
like perfect because you don't see any blood. Everything that turns your stomach, everything that's awful is just the sounds that the boy's making.
Yeah.
The things he's saying. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? They're not even touching him. And like that, it's so effective. And so that's what I mean by you can do shit to kids, but it's how you do it, and why you're doing it.
Just Walking Around says, leave the poor girl alone. Shut up, Just Walking Around. We're not talking about her. We're talking about her stupid fucking haircut.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that haircut was not her choice.
Yeah, if anything, we're talking about the fucking director and the hairstylist. So,
yep. I mean, there's a chance that that's a wig.
Oh my God, 90 says, I think you guys are too focused on her haircut. Would you do that if she were a man? Yes.
Yes.
We absolutely would.
If that was a guy with that haircut, we would also be saying
we would be doing the same thing. Like, who the fuck told this dude?
We would probably be making fun of him way more.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would be saying way more about it. Like, Jesus.
Like, we're not saying she's not an attractive woman. Like, that's nothing to.
No,
like, we're literally not saying anything about how she looks. We're just saying
right. She actually is
haircut.
Daisy. Yes, Daisy Ridley is actually a good-looking person.
Yeah,
that's why that haircut is like such a like. It's so offensive. It's like who?
It literally is taupe. Like, the color taupe. That's literally taupe for hair.
Yeah,
it's like nothing.
Oh my God!
It's just like. And that's why I said Hillary Clinton, because it's like one of the haircuts I hated the most back then. Like, I hated it back then, so why would I like it now?
My God. Heather says, I'm not sure about Begonia.
You know what haircut it is? It's the Karen. It's the Karen Bob.
No,
that is exactly what that haircut is.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? Yes, it is. That's totally the Karen Bob.
No, it's not. No, it's not. The Karen, no. This is the Karen haircut. I can't believe I have to do this. That's
okay,
the Karen.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is longer. Okay, but it kind of is the new Karen haircut to me.
Heather says, I'm not sure about Begonia. I wasn't a fan of
I think it's worse. I think it's worse than the Karen Bob. Because the Karen Bob at least has some feminine qualities about it.
I guess. Angela says,
I'm just saying it's at least making it's at least choosing to be something. What were you saying about Begonia?
Heather says, I'm not sure about Begonia. I wasn't a fan of Poor Things.
Yeah, it's a totally different movie. Like, I would be surprised if people are not, like, a lot of people don't enjoy it. I think the problem Begonia is going to have is that there's a big chunk of the movie you cannot show in the trailer. Like, there's some stuff that it does,
so
horror stuff, that it's like
sucks, man.
And so it's one of those where you need to just trust me and see it. You know what I mean? Like, because the movie goes way off the rails and is so much more fucked up and weird in a good way.
That's the same. That's the same thing with Predestination. Like, people, like, that movie bombed so hard in the box office because you can't show you literally can't show anything in the movie in the trailer.
Yeah.
And so when the trailer that did come out, when people saw it, they were like, this looks dumb. But if you watch the movie, it is incredible. It is a fantastic movie.
That's what's so hard about trailers in general, because you either show too much and ruin it and take away, you know what I mean, like everything, or you don't show enough and you're not selling someone on seeing it.
Yeah, people are like, what the fuck is this?
That's honestly what I feel like my entire job is how can I basically give someone a trailer without spoiling anything?
Yeah.
You know, like how can I really let someone know what kind of movie they're walking into? You know, is it going to be their jam or not without ruining it? And like, it's really hard. It's a really hard thing to do, but you know, it's what I think is the most important thing that I do.
B Movie Theater says, congratulations on reaching 100 episodes. You two in this community are great. Thank you for doing these and bringing us all here together. Thank you, B Movie Theater.
Thank you.
Let me see here. Al says, I'm sorry. I have to giggle first before I can read this. Comment. All right. Al says, a bad haircut could never ruin a good set of breasticles. That's true.
You know, we didn't say that. We were talking at all about body parts and shit. Bad Haircut is actually a really good movie that I saw at Fantastic Fest as well.
Nice.
Like
Dominic
really
says,
funny.
Dominic says, glad you guys made it to 100 episodes. One battle after another was awesome.
Yep.
Otaku
That movie
says,
was one of the biggest surprises at Fantastic Fest for me because One Battle After Another was not a movie I was excited about seeing. It doesn't look at all like anything I'd be interested in, and it was so much better than I thought.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That Sega says, yes, congratulations on 100 episodes. Here's to 1,000. And
Yeah,
that's
I don't
going to
know
do
about
us, folks.
How long would it take to get to 1,000 episodes if we did one a week?
It's going to take a long time.
Hold on.
That's going to take a long. We will both be very, very old at that point. But I think that's going to do us. So 2.5 hours. Oh, we were doing math here.
Hold on. 1,000 divided by 52. 19 years, dude.
So we can get there.
Maybe.
We can get to 1,000.
I would be almost
back here.
I'd be like almost
1st,
70.
October 1st, 19 years later, we'll be at 1,000 episodes. All right, that's gonna do us, guys. It's
you know what?
2.5 hours.
Say that in 19 years, even if we don't make it to the 1,000 episodes, either way, we have a reunion.
We have a reunion. We just get on. We just drop it. We just drop a death rattle.
No matter how many episodes we're at,
right?
We call it our 1,000th episode.
We just do it.
Yeah, we skipped 10 years, but this is
here's
still
1,000. Here's episode 1,000. Okay. All right. That's going to do us, guys. 2.5 hours tonight. Thank you. It wasn't our longest episode, but Kanan's got to eat. I got to go to bed. Yeah, and I got to polish off this Angel's Envy. So here, I'm going to polish this off, guys. Here we go. Ready? It's coming so that we can end the episode here.
Woo! Seriously, thank you so much to all you guys for watching.
All right, awesome. Yeah, we love you guys.
And anybody that's watching this on the replay, and if you made it to the end, like that's huge. Like you guys are awesome. Like if you're at work listening to us or driving listening to us or whatever, however you listen to us or watch us, definitely leave a comment. I'd love to hear that actually. Like, what are you doing when you listen to or watch this? You know, but you guys mean a lot to us. You really do. So,
and enjoy the beginning of spooky season. This is how we're kicking it off.
Yeah. Yep.
We will see you guys next Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, midnight across the pond, and wherever else.
And go watch one of my 25 short video reviews that I dropped that very few people have watched.
Go do that. And if you can, watch a little bit of the Horror Sucks channel. I'd love to have you guys.
Yeah,
we will see y'all next week. Good night. Bye-bye.
Later, guys.